I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was scarred with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawn. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos. Okay.
Yo, what's good? What's good, party people? Can y'all hear me? Welcome to the Knicks at Night podcast. I'm your man, Uncle Freezy. I'm soon to be joined by City for Real and our usual cast of characters. Good win tonight, right? Great win tonight. Yo, that's 5 in a row. That's 5 in a row, party people. Yo, when we started this journey, right? When we started this journey, people were like, hey, Hadouken Sharon, what's good?
I'm hyped right now. You already know.
Let's go.
I'm hyped.
Yo, City. Let's go.
That hat on is staying strong for this win streak. We not losing.
Let's go. Let's get it.
If you're not hyped right now, you're not a Knicks fan.
Right.
Let's
go. Yo.
Come on.
Yo, I'm here to tell you this is something special. And Hadouken Sharon, City for Real. Y'all know I've been saying this. I am the A1 day one, right?
Yes,
I am that, right? I didn't try to put that stupid stuff in y'all head like, man, we might win 22 games. The Knicks ain't good enough to beat the Knicks ain't good enough to do such and such, right? Cats was like, yo, I ain't a pessimist. I'm a realist. Nah, bro. Uncle Freezy was keeping it 100%. I was keeping it 10 times 10 with y'all from day one, and here we go. What's good, City?
Yo, I told y'all, man, I'm going to keep wearing this thing while we got this win streak going because I put it on and I started the win streak. So let's go. Yo, y'all smash that like button before y'all get in the building for me. One time, please just hit that like button. One time before you step in the building. We on that 5-game win streak.
Bam.
The hat's not coming off until we lose. It's not coming off until we lose.
You might be wearing that hat till May, bro. You might be wearing that hat until May. Word, no doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt. Cause
I'm with it.
What's today's date? The 17th?
The 17th, yeah.
Bro.
Just turned the 17th.
Bro, you might be wearing that hat till May, bro.
You better be wearing that hat till May.
You better be, bro. Word up. We need
Look
you.
At what I done started. Look at what I done started. That's what
City for Real is the 6th
about.
man of the year.
And Kev, you remember Kev W was like, take that hat off. No, we keeping the hat on.
Yes. Let's go.
Yo, what's good? What's good, Knicks at Night family?
Shout out to the chat.
Yo, what's good? I see y'all in here. Y'all ready for the roll call? If you ready for the roll call, throw some thumbs up in the chat. If you ready
Let's get it.
to hear your name, throw some thumbs up in the chat. What's good?
I'll start y'all off, man. I'll start y'all off. There we go.
What's good? If y'all ready for the roll call, throw some thumbs up in the chat, B. Throw them thumbs up in the chat if you ready for the roll call. You know what I mean? I'm ready. I'm ready. Yo, the mothership is fueled up, right? We got our snacks on deck, right? We got the GPS popping, and the mothership is ready to take off. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for the roll call? Throw some thumbs up in the chat. Y'all ready to hear y'all name? Throw them thumbs up in the chat, man. Y'all ready to rock and roll? City, you ready to rock and roll, baby?
You already know. I'm here, baby. I'm
Hey,
ready.
Hadouken Sharon, you ready? You ready to take off, baby? He ready to take off. All right, here we go. King Jerry, what's good? 0.5 in the building. Fade for Kaminga, what's good? Buds, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? We see you. 19 Conman NYC 84. What's good? What's good, baby boy? What's good with you? I see you out there. I see you out there. Who else we got? Who else we got in here? We got a bunch of people in here. You know what I'm saying? We got a bunch. Stopping Videos is back. Good to see you, baby. Good to see you. Robert Paul, what's good? I see you. Yeah. I see y'all out here. What's good? G Money, what's good?
Island Sound.
Long Island Sound, what's good? Henry Reese, what's good? What's good? I see y'all out here. I see y'all out here. Jason, what's happening? All Future Gaming is in the building. What's good? I see y'all, baby. I see y'all. I see y'all in here. There's a bunch of people in here. What's good? What's good? Rodolfo Irizarry, what's good?
Yeah. Yeah, we got Swaggy OG.
What's good? Jay Tucker is in the building. Chef NYK is in the building. What's good? What's good, baby boy? Get that energy level up. Get it up. Felipe 210 is in the building. Ethan is in the building. What's good?
Right now.
What's good? What's good? Swaggy OG, like, yeah. What's good? What's good?
We got Felipe 210 in the chat as well.
Felipe 210 is in the building. Ooh, ooh. What's good? What's good? Yo, if your energy ain't up after a Knicks win, I don't know what I can do for you, right? Okay? If your energy ain't up right now, I don't know what else I can do for you. What's good? That's 5 in a row. Yo, there is a Buds sighting. What's good?
What's up? Yeah, I was dead wrong last night, and I'm so proud to be wrong. I love being wrong, man.
Right.
I said we was going to lose, and, tonight just earned Julius Randle a All-NBA team.
Right. A nationally televised game against a young superstar. Julius Randle comes through as the best player in the game.
Y'all see the defense he was playing on Luka too?
Yep.
And Randle has there's no words for it. He's completely improved his game from last year. It's amazing to see.
Did y'all see Reggie Bullock's defense tonight?
Yes.
Reggie Bullock stepped his game up tonight defensively.
He got Luka Doncic pissed, and he was crying all game. Right. The whole Mavs team just cries all game. It was so annoying.
Yes.
Can we save that for the end of the show so Kev could at least have a voice for a little bit? Can we save that?
Yeah. I'm here to tell you. when you whine all game, it's a sign of not being tough. Right?
He was gonna do anything. He was just chirping.
Right. So I'm here. Yo, Trinity and Harlem is in the building. What's good? Gregory Castillo, I see you.
Hoodie Kev, sometimes the truth hurts. We can't lie. We gotta say what it is.
You know, the truth is subjective to what you want it to be. Usually,
we're not We're not.
Let me tell you something about the truth. It's usually written by the winners.
Hey, Kev, who are the winners?
The Knicks are the winners.
Okay, all right.
That's why we
are Knicks fans, right?
We are.
Okay, all right.
I didn't say anything bad. You meant to say like I came in here and said something bad. I didn't say anything at all.
He was coming up to it.
Not yet.
If I
bless you, Freezy.
Thank you.
If I wanted to say something, I definitely would.
Well, first off,
I have no issue of holding my tongue whatsoever.
How you feeling, Kev? Your voice, is obviously raspy. How you feeling?
It's coming along slowly.
Yeah.
I was talking to Freezy earlier, and I was like, I keep making progress. Then I'll get on a live stream and then just go right to square one.
Yeah, that happens. Why are you on tonight then?
Well, I was on this morning, and someone was like, "Why are you abandoning Knicks tonight?" And I'm like, "Well, I only got on it for Macri, and that was about it. But I don't want to abandon the crew." So I'm gonna tell.
I didn't say you abandoned us. I just said, what are you doing on the?
I got on because Macri was. It's not like Macri's gonna do Knicks at night,
right? Oh, I feel you.
So me and City for real ain't good enough. Me, City for real, Haduka Sharon not good enough for Hoodie Kev.
What?
Damn. Yeah, I was trying to make it to the morning, but I could not. I was not waking up that early.
I don't wake up that early either.
Yeah, me neither. I can't wake up that early on weekends.
But the thing about it is, this is my baby, the Knicks at night.
But
I love you guys. I love everyone in the chat. We are the heart of Blorange Tears, the Knicks at Night family. And I wouldn't miss this for most of it in the world. I'm playing through injury right now.
That just warmed my heart.
Well, I'm a heartfelt guy, So, yeah, I do this for you guys. And I may not have a voice tomorrow, but, that's fine.
Let's get it.
Shout out to you, Kev, for being here, coming back to the dark side.
We got a wounded soldier.
Finally, you back. We welcome you back with open arms, my brother.
I mean, I didn't really leave. You actually went
somewhere. Felt like it.
I mean, I have it on the injured reserve list.
Okay.
Just like Alec Burks, he went out the same exact time.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I hope he's not missing a bunch of games with this. I hope he's not out for the 10, 14 days.
Yeah, what was his deal? What was wrong with him?
I don't know. I'm hoping it was just a false negative, to be honest.
It was his ankle, I think. I don't know.
No, it was COVID. It's COVID.
Oh, yeah, it was health and safety protocols.
Yeah. So I'm hoping it was just like a false negative, but we'll see. Because or maybe contact tracing, somebody with the same, inside his household tested positive.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Going back to like the game though, like you see, I know this is crazy to say, and you guys won't believe it when you hear RJ played 46 minutes. 46 out of 48.
Oh, I believe it. I thought Knox was going to get some burn tonight, to be completely honest.
That's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say that I'm not trying to see if Alec Burks is continuously injured for. I mean, he's definitely going to be out for a bit. I need him to put in Knox because I don't want RJ playing 46 minutes again.
None of the kids outside of RJ played over 10 minutes tonight. Obi, Quickly, or Frank.
Yeah, I know.
Obi came in early too, for like 2 minutes and then came right back out.
I think Frank served a good 4 minutes.
4 minutes. Quickly only played 6.
Yeah, he didn't play that at all.
He didn't even play 6.
Obi played 7. So it's like when everybody keeps saying, "Oh, the kids are playing," it's like, are they really? Are they really?
I mean, to be fair, the most important kid is.
It's situational. Let's not even do this tonight. It's situational for everybody. When certain people ain't playing good and they ain't needed, they just don't get in the game, and that goes with everybody. That goes with everybody on the team. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not just the kids; it's some of the vets too. Let's just.
Well, you call me when Reggie Bullock plays 7 minutes, and then we can have this conversation.
When Reggie Bullock, okay.
Yeah, when Reggie Bullock plays 7 minutes, you call me and tell me it's situational.
When he flat out deserves to play 7 minutes, then I'll let you know.
Oh, there's been times where he's deserved to play 7 minutes and still been in there for like 25 minutes.
I mean,
Why is that?
Why is that?
It's because of defense.
$1 million question.
It's because it's defense, and it's consistent.
Exactly.
Oh god. So
Not only because of what he can do.
I expect to see Reggie Bullock's name on the All NBA defensive team this season.
No, of course not.
No. I expect to see Reggie Bullock when they announce the All NBA defensive team. I expect to see Reggie Bullock bowl on one of the two teams. That's 10 players. Since Reggie Bullock is his god on defense, according to all Knicks fans, I want to see his name.
Well, we're saying
that is the only justification for Reggie Bullock to play as much as he does. That means he must be one of the top defenders in the league.
Right,
really?
That's
the only justification? Really? Is that the only justification?
You
or
just
is
said
it? Is it because
you just came out your mouth and said he plays because of his defense?
All right. Is it because he's one of our best defensive players? He does not have to be this so-called man of power defensive guy in the league.
Oh my god!
I'm just saying he's one of our best defensive players, man.
I'm sorry.
You know what I'm saying? And you cannot get
did
that.
Somebody hear a baby crying? Did somebody hear a baby crying?
I heard that during the whole game.
The Knicks won a game, and then all of a sudden we talking about a W, and a baby just busts into the live stream crying.
I watched Luka cry all night. Now I got to deal with Kev, man. This is wild.
Yeah. Come on.
Luka was even crying about the play-in tournament. Him and Mark Cuban. Now they're crying about every game
because they don't want to get kicked out.
They're gonna be in the play-in tournament.
Yeah, they about to get knocked out by the Warriors.
Oh, Fred and Barney, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about?
You know what we're talking about. You know what we're talking about. Don't try to act like you don't know.
Knicks fans,
you know what you came into.
Knicks fans are the most. I love you guys. I love you guys so much.
We are currently fans of a team that is 6th in the East. So you can call us whatever we want. We are fans of a successful basketball team right now.
And guess what? The Heat lost to the Timberwolves too. So
damn sure did tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of like they've actually been playing better.
They have, especially since
they
D'Angelo
shouldn't
Russell's
be wanting
came
to
back.
get wins right now. They should just want to be in games, but that was a good thing for us because and we have the Hawks and Charlotte. If we beat them back to back, which I think is very, very possible, that would be crazy for the standings wise.
We could really go on an 8-game win streak. We could beat New Orleans. We could beat Charlotte. We could beat Atlanta. We could really go on an 8-game win streak coming up. That would be huge, especially after falling 5 out of 6 games to start off that little stretch.
Yeah, it's crazy because this is our first 5th game win streak since 2014.
Facts.
And then if we would go on an 8, it's also in 2014. But still, that would just be icing on the cake at that point.
Yeah, that would be wild.
Can I say this? This? My game basketball goes to Nerlens Noel for the block of the year because that man tried to put him on a poster and he said, "You know what? You retake that picture."
Yeah, that block was awesome.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that man tried to put him on a poster and Nerlens said, "No." No. He said no. It was an emphatic block.
Yeah.
And Kevin's laughing because he know I'm right.
No.
And there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can say about it.
And
I'm laughing at Breezy. Me and Breezy had a conversation before the show. I'm laughing
Jesus Christ.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
The funny thing is that we all talk about him having brick hands because he can't catch the ball, so it makes sense that he doesn't like break his hand every single time he goes for those blocks. So they're made of bricks.
Ooh.
That's why he got brick hands. That man must have broken his fingers so many times.
I'm so serious. I thought he like hurt his wrist doing that. Like he goes up for that like at least every other game, a type of block like that. That's crazy.
But he got it though. He got the block, man.
So Hoodie Cav is absolutely right. We did have a conversation about this before the show because I called him to talk about Bucky's role and Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and he just spoiled the entire series for me, season 1. But
how that was you like 3 shows behind?
Because if you listen, you know what I'm saying, in a conversation, 2 people speak and 2 people listen. You know what I'm saying? In a monologue, 1 person speaks to an audience, right? So you and I were having a conversation, right? And so I was trying to talk to him about such and such, and he just blurts out the ending. And I'm like, okay, thank you. But you know what? But here's the thing.
I literally did not do that.
So here's the thing. Okay. So here's the thing that he and I talked about. I said, watch, because Nerlens Noel played a terrible game in my opinion, right? But watch people say he had the game of his life because he had 1 standout play. And it was a great play, by the way. But he had a terrible game, in my opinion, right?
I wouldn't say terrible. I would say like a mid type of game.
Did you see him shove Porzingis in the back?
Yeah.
Did you see RJ Barrett hit him with a nice dump off pass at the rim? And he fumbled it, and we wound up getting a shot clock violation?
Yeah, that's type of stuff that happens every game with him. Though. This is a typical Noel game. I don't think he deserves a game ball. That obviously goes to Julius Randle and nobody else.
Julius,
but this was a normal Noel game where he looked good. You
know, I'm saying the Mavericks went to the 2-3 zone because we were and we started knocking down the threes, right? And then they stretched out, and RJ Barrett found the seam, penetrated the defense, right? 3 guys collapsed on RJ Barrett. Nerlens Noel was by himself. RJ Barrett hit him with a bounce pass, and he fumbled it and fell on the ground. And he was wrestling with the ball, not another player, with the ball he was wrestling with. And then he kicked it out to RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett had to jack up a 3 for a shot clock violation.
That was partially Randall's fault too, though, because he was dribbling way too much on that play.
Well, and we also saw that
when Noel dropped, it was like a few seconds, and then it was just a terrible shot.
But he hit Nerlens Noel in the hands on the box. All he had to do was catch it.
I mean, we saw Taj do the same thing too. Taj got a little bounce pass from Randall right on the elbow, and he fumbled it, got a dove on the floor, and ended up with a jump ball situation.
Right.
You know which one surprised me?
None of them have hands.
RJ passed it to Taj, and he like fumbled the pass and made like a fadeaway mid range. I was so surprised.
You're like, what? Is this 2K or what?
Yeah, exactly. I was like, there's no way he just fumbled another pass from RJ. And then he made it.
Listen, I'm not trying to take anything away from Julius's all-star performance. I'm just saying I am a fan. I am a fan of seeing those big moments that count in time that can never be taken back. Bro, when somebody tries to dunk on you like that and you block that, that is big. That is epic. That's almost like hitting a shot in somebody's face. You know what I'm saying? To win the game. For me, that's like that's almost like hitting a shot in somebody's face to win the game.
What I'm saying, I'm not saying. Listen, I'm not saying that Nerlens Noel didn't make a great play there. What I'm saying is, bro, if we had a big man with hands, bro, this team would be top 3 in the East. I'm here to tell you. If we had a big man, if we had a big man with hands that could catch in traffic and do the same thing that Taj Gibson and Nerlens Noel do, bro, we'd be top 3 in the East. That's all I'm saying. If we had a guy that could average 10 points and 9 rebounds and block shots and catch passes in traffic, bro, we'd be in a different
status. He's hurt.
If we would have drafted Bam Adebayo over who was that? Was that over Knox or Frank that year?
Frank. Okay. I think it was Frank.
Yeah, I think it was. I was just wasn't positive. Yeah, that'd be because Bam does all that.
Right, man. But listen, I'm not taking anything away. We beat the Dallas Mavericks.
Did y'all realize Noel fouled out? Because I just looked at the box score and I just saw I didn't realize he fouled out tonight.
I didn't realize it either.
Yeah, he had 6 fouls apparently. Noel fouled out tonight apparently.
Noel. Oh wow. I didn't know that. I didn't even notice. Yeah,
I didn't notice either. I'm looking right now. He had 6 fouls.
Right.
Yeah, he fouled out at the end.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Yeah, he fouled out on that Porzingis thing.
Yeah.
That I don't even.
Oh,
understand that.
yeah.
Hey,
Now
so who cries more than Kristaps Porzingis?
Luka Doncic.
Luka is the only one that cries.
And Mark Cuban.
His
Him and Mark
teammates.
Cuban. Him and Mark Cuban cried the most.
I mean, they whole team was like on one today. Like, you know what I'm saying? They always crying.
Luka's gonna end up leaving there, but that's a whole different story.
You see, people were like talking about like on ESPN that he has to stop crying and like on media, and then I was like, I don't really see him cry as much, but then I've been like paying attention, and he's been crying so much.
Oh, I noticed it. As soon as his rookie year he came in, he was doing it. It always happened.
Right. The only player in the NBA I think that cries more is Trae Young. Nobody cries more than Trae Young, bro.
Yeah,
nobody cries more.
Forget about it.
Trae Young.
Like, it's kind of like when IQ started getting that foul call and he stopped getting it. He started doing that too, though.
Yeah. Hey, but you know what though? We knock IQ for doing that. But everybody in the NBA does that move.
Everyone does it.
I know, but I'm just saying that it's also on our team too a little, but it's definitely never gonna be as much as that. That's just insane.
No, to be fair, they've been more consistent with that call as of late, and the players that usually get that call haven't been getting that call either. They've kind of shied. They're trying to at least. They're still gonna call it, but not every time like they used to. Because IQ was going crazy with it at one point, where he was getting 10 free throws a game.
Hey, Trae Young. Oh, my God. Trae Young in that move. Oh, my. James Harden in that move. Oh, my God.
He's the worst. He'll actually like intentionally lock you up and then just bring it right to the rim and lay it up. Like, it's horrible, man. I hate watching James Harden.
Right. Like James Harden will legit look like he got shot by a shotgun in the back.
What's
up, bro?
I got a stat for you. Gonna blow your mind. Julius Randle, the first New York Knicks player since Bernard King in 1985 to record 40 plus points, 10 plus rebounds, and 5 plus assists in a regular season game. Who would have?
Wow.
And also the most with 40 plus points since Melo in 2013-2014.
Right. Who would have thought Bernard King had 5 assists in a game? It usually take Bernard King three games to get 5 assists, bro. Yeah.
Is Julius Randle an all NBA player? Because I think he is.
He's in
the conversation.
He's on the verge of it. He should definitely be in the conversation.
Sure.
But I think he should be most improved 100%.
Yep.
Oh, that's not even a question.
And Tibbs needs to be at least top 3 in Coach of the Year.
Wow. Hey, so tell me why. Why should Tibbs be in the top 3 for Coach of the Year?
Because of how much this team turned around and how they're sticking into the playoff spot without anyone.
Right.
Now, I don't care about Vegas. I'm not talking about Vegas, but no one in the NBA thought that they were going to do this. No one in the basketball world thought they were going to do this. And now they're one game behind the 4th seed. Right. And because Boston has one less loss, and so do the Hawks.
Yeah,
we're right there.
If they
go ahead, man.
No, I was just gonna say if they finish top 4, that would be, I think, would seal it for easy, in my opinion.
So why not? So why wouldn't, say, a conscientious observer, a neutral party, give total credit to the players and not the coach?
I mean,
because a lot of these same players were here last year,
and because of having the number 1 defense on the in the NBA too, we were horrible on defense. Okay.
All right. And
we did a complete 360. Right. Our defense did a complete 360. You could call it a 740, whatever you want to call it, but that has been a total turnaround. Like, you know what I'm saying? And Tibbs, if he's not an honorable mention, shame on the league, bro. Because when you take a team, right, that played as awful as we did last year, and have them coming up right now in the playoff hunt, right. How could you not get considered?
Yeah, top three. I said, Coach of the Year. I think
at least get considered, bro.
Right. So So if I'm a fan of another city, of another team in another city, or say if I'm in the media of another NBA team in another city, what would I have to what would have to stand out in order for me to say, you know what, this coach was innovative enough to do such and such.
Mm-hmm.
To be
our
considered for
defense
coach of the year.
alone, just our defense alone. Look at where we were at last year.
We don't have
Look
any
at where we were at last
good
year.
defensive players.
We're
We just
top in
have
every
people that-
category.
True. I was wrong tonight. I was emphatically wrong tonight.
I mean, innovative, like, and not say motivational, but innovative. Like, what does Tibbs do with this defense that's different from everybody else? That's not just a level of people playing harder. Like, are there schemes?
They're on.
Are there innovations?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
and if there are, what are they? So explain it to somebody who has a vote.
I just know this. They're in sync. They play on a string more than any other team in the league, in my opinion, on defense. And that's preparation. I don't know their plays. I'm not a coach. I just know when I see guys that know where they need to be on the floor at all times. And this team does that better than anybody in the league on defense. So that to me is coaching. I don't think these players learned how to do that on their own.
Right. I'll give you an example. Right. And I'm sorry for asking tough questions, but I don't want to sound like everybody else's show when people on all the other joints, people are saying he needs to hit that shot. Really? That's basic. The name of the game is hitting shots, right? Or they need to ramp up the defense to stop people from hitting shots. Well, we know that because the name of the game is make shots and make the other team miss shots. We know that. That's the name of the game.
It's our offense. Our offense controls our defense.
Well, City, what I was gonna say is this. I'm gonna give you a real life example. So we beat the Pelicans the other night, right? And what happened is we knew coming in that the game prior to us, Zion Williamson brought the ball up 35 times as the point forward, right? So we knew that going in because we watched game tape. So coming into the game for 3 quarters, we let Zion bring it up and let him feel like get him into a false sense of security, like it was going to be the game before that. Because coming into that game, the Pelicans had won 4 in a row, right? We had won 3 in a row. They had won 4 in a row. But at the beginning of the 4th quarter, the Knicks let him bring the ball up, and as soon as he crossed half, they trapped him, right? And threw the Pelicans offense out of sync. Mm-hmm. Now they had to find a different initiator, you know what I'm saying? Which was not in their game plan because Zion had been lulled into a false sense of security that he was going to be able to come up and initiate the offense the whole game, right? He had done it for 3 quarters, but Tibbs knew going in that they were going to lull him into that. And in the 4th quarter, they were going to trap him in the half court every time and force the ball out of his hands or make him shoot the ball over 3 people, right? And what happened is it stalled their offense just enough for us to hit our offensive shots, like City said, at our regular pace. So we knocked them off of their pace offensively and maintained our pace offensively, and we wound up stretching the lead and was able to win the game. That was an innovation by Tibbs, right? Mm-hmm. Tonight, he had Reggie Bullock shade Luka Doncic away from his 3-point shooters, where all of his passes had to be longer passes to guys that could knock down open shots. And so instead of them getting shots from Tim Hardaway Jr. late in the game, because I know Tim Hardaway Jr. came out hot at the beginning of the game.
He was 6 for 6. He was attacking him. He was 6 for 6. Attacking the rim. 3 was falling. Then in the second half, we did good job connect to him, and also
they forced Luka away from him and KP, and forced a dude named Dorian Finney-Smith to take those threes, as opposed to Tim Hardaway getting wide open threes.
And that's true. If you actually watch the game, we slowed down Luka and KP. If you actually watch the game.
Not according to Hoodie Cab. Hoodie Cab, you want to expound on that?
Oh, but look at the stats. Stats don't tell the story. You got to watch the game in context. It wasn't impactful. It wasn't impactful.
I didn't know G Money's name was Hoodie Cab.
About Porzingis, though, I mean, I don't think we really stopped him. I think he just missed shots. we stopped him slightly. He still did pretty good, to be honest. Better
Well,
than last
that's
time.
numbers, but you gotta look when he scores. You can't look at stats all the time. Stats don't
I'm not just
tell a
talking about
story,
stats.
man.
I'm talking about watching the game too.
Yeah, because at the end of the game, Porzingis and Luka, if you're looking at stats, you can't really go by that because they did pad stats at the end of the game.
Mm-hmm.
They got
some garbage buckets.
That's what I'm saying. They didn't play all that well.
Right.
And we did a good job containing them. And did you see that huge block Noel had on Finney Smith? That was vicious.
Yeah.
I was wrong. I
Someone
thought we'd
has to
drop
win
it.
the
I
bet.
was wrong. Hey,
Rob the Nick was good.
Luke,
Good,
Rob.
What's up, Rob?
Was good.
Salute.
What's up? Kev is back.
Hoodie Kev was. I spoke with Hoodie Kev earlier, and we were chopping it up about Reggie Bullock. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, so I'm not going to troll Hoodie Kev because Hoodie Kev legit is neutral about Reggie Bullock. But he did got to admit that Reggie Bullock did have some good defensive plays tonight.
He did.
Did
He
he?
slowed down Luka a little bit. Slow him down.
I don't have anything negative to say about Reggie Bullock tonight.
That's a good step.
Thank you.
I mean, that doesn't mean that I overall like him.
No, you don't have to like. You just gotta be objective.
So you're neutral, like I said.
You
I just
don't
said
have
Hoodie
to like
Kev
a
is
player
neutral.
to give them to say that they did fairly decent.
You're okay.
You know what they say? A broke
Hey,
clock
look.
is right. It's going to be right twice a day. That does not mean that you don't need a new watch.
Hey, look, that don't sound like neutral. He just said a broken clock is right twice a day. That's Kev being Kev right there.
Well,
Hey, so let me say,
broken clock is right twice a day.
hey, so Hoodie
It
Kev,
is.
let
He
me
had
say my positive Kevin Knox spin tonight. So Kevin Knox legit had his uniform on right tonight, and his mommy didn't even have to come out there and fix it for him. But she did have orange slices for him after the game. Orange slices and Capri Sun.
Shit,
You know, the funny thing about uniforms is the funny thing about this is this, which sets Reggie Bullock up for failure because the only one who had a wardrobe malfunction this season was Reggie Bullock.
Yeah, that's on.
No,
That's
he
on
didn't.
management. Yes, he
The
did.
guy who made the
Yeah,
guy
he
who made the jersey had the malfunction. He the
Does he
one
not
who
look
got
at it?
fired.
Does Reggie Bullock not have eyes? They be like, yo, this ain't my number.
Nah, you take your jersey to be right. I ain't looking at the name every day.
Guess
That's
what?
somebody else's responsibility.
What?
I don't go pick up my jersey. My jersey is laid in front of my locker. All I
Yeah.
got to do is put it on.
It's hung up, which means you got to look at it.
No, it don't. I might be looking at you getting dressed, talking about, yo, you remember, bang. Next thing you know, the jersey on. That wasn't his fault.
Yeah, I'm not.
It's literally his fault. You need to look.
He didn't make the
When
jersey.
you,
I'm not
when
paying.
you put on your clothes, Rob, did you look at it like, okay, this is good?
Don't you think I look at
Let
the
me ask you a
tag?
question, Kev. Kev, let me ask you a question. Have you ever came outside before with your shirt inside out?
No.
Never?
No, it's never happened to me.
I've done it before and didn't even know I did it.
No, not me.
Same.
And I'm pretty sure.
When
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people.
I can't speak about
Okay,
the other
you the
couple
perfect
billion people on this planet. But when Hoodie Kev was on his clothes, my clothes are right and they're crisp, and I do not walk out my house looking any kind of way.
You the perfect one. I get it. Okay, it's fine. But I can guarantee you, there is thousands of people that have done that before and didn't know that they did it until somebody told them.
Fam, I put my
Shame
pants on
on them.
backwards one day. I didn't realize until I go to the
I'm
bathroom.
just saying.
Now,
But
to all of y'all who said we wasn't gonna win, throw your hands in the air.
yeah, I'm right here. I said it.
Yeah, I was wrong.
Yeah,
I said we would
bragging
win.
wrong.
I don't see your hands, Spree.
I love being wrong. Now, Spree said we would win last night.
Oh,
Yes, he
okay. I
did.
thought he was trying to ease his hand up. There goes his hand. There it is.
I was
He's
emphatically wrong. Hey.
saying 5 in a row.
All right.
5 in a row. 5.
Just 5.
And it'll be 6. And it'll be 6 come Sunday.
It could damn well be 8.
We
Hey,
can have
bro.
9. We can have
I thought it was- I-
9. We could have 9. You can think about it. We got the Pelicans. That's a winnable game. I'll make it quick. The Hornets. That's a winnable game. The Hawks are playing well, but I think we can win that. And then we got the Raptors. We can very well have 9-game winning streak until we play the Suns.
Oh yeah, I didn't know the Raptors were
next. So what's gonna happen? So what's gonna happen against the Suns?
You want to put your foot in your mouth again?
Yeah, that's the point, God. We're not going to do no talking right now.
I don't know.
Let's enjoy
that game. I don't know. We're at the Garden. I don't know.
That's the point.
I will say.
I was nervous that
so,
didn't play tonight.
So I'll say this to Spree. Spree, you remember? Was it last night when I mentioned the miracle run, the potential for a miracle run?
Yep.
About how the 1999
you did you gave us your scenario,
right?
Yeah, but you also gave us your pathway where we could make the finals, and I actually dreamt of it last night, and I said you're right. There's a shot. There is a pathway. There's a pathway. I didn't say it's going to happen. You didn't say it was going to happen either. You said there is a pathway.
Right. There is a scenario where a red hot team like the Knicks can catch lightning in a bottle
with the right
matchups, and in a shortened season can get the right matchup. And hey, so Spree, who do we play in the first round in '99? Was it Atlanta?
No, Miami. Miami. Allen used to hit that game winner in Game 5. It was a best of 5. It was Miami Heat.
Then we played Atlanta.
Then we played Atlanta. We swept them, the Atlanta Hawks. That was with Steve Smith. And then we beat the Indiana Pacers in 6 until we played San Antonio Spurs in the NBA Finals.
So the first 2 teams.
Deja vu.
I'm just saying, bro.
We could play Atlanta in the first round. Who knows? We could play Atlanta in the first round. And Miami just lost to Minnesota. Are you kidding me?
If you go back to '99,
we lost to Minnesota.
That is true, but Miami's probably worse. Miami's probably worse, though, in my opinion.
Why would you say that?
I mean, I would have thought, okay, you got killed by the Suns and the Nuggets. I would have thought, okay, they're going to come out with fire against the Timberwolves. And don't forget, like us, they were up double digits.
Russell was back.
Doesn't matter. The Wolves were still like it does not matter. They were like a 15-win team coming in.
Look,
doesn't matter.
Miami is not all that good. Miami got a good pathway to the finals, just like Freezy was talking about. It was convenient for them, and they took advantage of it. But when you look at their team, they're not really an outstanding team that you would think is going to be there every year right now. They're still a couple of pieces away. They got a lucky break. They made it to the finals. But other than that, when you look at their team, they know better than anybody else right now that's in the race.
Rob,
they're really not.
And Rob, you know what we were talking about all offseason? Man, I wish we'd have drafted Tyler Hero instead of RJ Barrett. Remember that conversation in the offseason?
Oh yeah.
And so far, Tyler Hero has been mediocre this year.
Who said
that? Bro, I'm telling you, Buzz. I've been doing the show since October, before the season started. I was doing the show 2 months before the season started, and legit every night people would come on and say RJ Barrett looks like a bust, and they would take Tyler Hero for him. They wish we could have traded back and got Cam Reddish and Tyler Hero instead.
Oh man,
I'm just telling you right now. I seen in other chats today during the game that people were calling him trash just because of the first half he had, even though it wasn't even bad.
Right.
Like people.
Ooh, RJ.
Who cares?
Yes,
RJ.
But
come on.
But he wasn't shooting in the first half.
He didn't get
RJ didn't really have the ball.
He didn't have touches until the fourth quarter.
Right.
Exactly.
And he didn't have the ball.
And you know what people were saying too? Like people are like, so here are the 2 narratives. RJ Barrett is trash and the Knicks need a closer. And guess what happened in the fourth quarter today? RJ Barrett stepped up.
He scored 7 in a row and then continued.
Had 13 overall in the fourth.
Right.
And with 24.
That mid-range on
Kobe-esque 24.
That mid-range on Porzingis in the clutch.
Right.
Did he score the first 8 of the fourth quarter or the first 10?
It was the first 8. It was like 7 or 8, and then he scored again after.
Yeah, it was the first 8. It was an and
when he got that
put back, and then 3 at the right corner. Yeah.
Smart by Tibbs to keep him in there with the second unit. Smart by Tibbs.
Yeah, and I want to say this real quick because I know that people were talking about. I wasn't mad that RJ got taken out last game, but then it made me think like, why doesn't he let him play through his bad
struggles.
games? Yeah, why doesn't he let him play through his struggles if he wants to teach him to?
Because tomorrow is another day, and we playing for the playoffs.
Right.
He'll get that.
I know, but that
and
but
he got
still.
that, and he got that. He got that today. When you
Right.
playing for something and something is working, you don't want to go away from it. You know what I'm saying? You trying to secure a victory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
Right.
Stick with it.
a narrative before the draft was also that RJ was gonna be like a chucker, like he would just only shoot, and he would be like a poor man's like a Melo. That's what people were trying to say before the draft too.
Well, whoever said that RJ is gonna be a poor man's Melo is out of their mind right now. I can't even understand that comparison.
This was
like, you know what I'm saying?
On Undisputed.
Doesn't make any sense.
And other places too. This was the
Man, you gotta stop.
I can't even understand that comparison.
You gotta stop listening to the media.
You gotta stop listening to Nick Wright. He's in your dreams, man.
Oh, I don't
stop listening to the media. The media is crazy.
The
I heard
media
Nick
is
Wright
what
said.
controls. Hold on. The media
I heard
is what
Nick Wright
controls
said
the
that Pascal
entire
Siakam was better
narrative.
than Jason Tatum. What? Nick Wright
The-
said one time Pascal Siakam is better than Jason Tatum. Are you
Hold
kidding
on.
me?
The media is what controls the entire outlet of what everyone thinks, whether you want to believe
That's
it
not true.
or not. Oh, it is.
That's true.
It
They don't
controls-
control what I think.
It doesn't
If they control what I think,
they don't control what I
They don't
think.
show what I think.
I'll-
There's
I'll-
some things that
I'll
don't
explain
explain
to
in the
you.
media.
Let me
Fab,
explain
stop.
why it does, right?
All right.
The media put out there, RJ Barrett is bad, right?
Sure.
Uh-huh.
And then everyone be like, RJ Barrett sucks. RJ Barrett needs to go to the G League. RJ Barrett is bad. RJ Barrett should have been drafted out to Tyler Hero. All this bad because the media put out there that RJ Barrett is bad, right?
Yes.
Then the media will switch up and say, RJ Barrett is really good. And it means everyone loves RJ. Oh, I can't believe he didn't get voted into the top 25 ESPN. Da 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 da. Everything, and whether you want to believe it or not, because the sad thing is
But
we live
Kev,
in
you can't say
2021.
everybody. See,
No,
'cause now
every-
you
Not
speak-
everyone, but
just like you don't go outside without your shirt.
99.9% of everything that
Hey, look,
you
Kev,
hear
just
and
like
you
you
see
said, Kev, just like you
forms
said, you
your
don't go outside
opinion.
without your shirt, right? You said that
No,
you don't go
it
outside
doesn't.
without your shirt turned the wrong way, right?
Yes.
I don't never let the media. I look at the player. I form my own opinion. I don't form a Stephen A's opinion or Max Kellerman opinion. I look at the player myself and I form my own opinion. And then if my opinion is not right, at least it's my opinion. And if my opinion is right, it's still my opinion. Everybody doesn't look to the media like that because I look to the media as that they're just other people with an opinion.
But most of their opinions have no
watch
logic or
I don't
base.
watch none of those guys.
Most of their
I don't
opinions have
watch
no
none of
logic or base. So most of their opinions are biased, talk out of their butt. There's no logic or base. Like, it's ridiculous. I remember one time Max Kellerman said that Kevin Durant, when healthy, is not a top 5 player. I heard one time he also said that Chris Tass presents a Shaq-like tendencies, which is crazy. I mean, can I keep going? Max also said one time Giannis could be the GOAT if he gets a 3-point shot. And
He also said that Kawhi was better than Kobe.
Which is one of the
when I say
stupidest
media,
things I
the
ever
media
heard.
is
No, he said he was more
more.
clutch than Kobe. He said
The
he was more
media
clutch than
is
Kobe.
more than Max Kellerman and Stephen A. Smith.
I know. We're just making a point.
So when I say the media, I mean Steve Popper and N. Begley and SNY
Yeah, I'm
and
not talking
Newsday
I'm not talking
and the Daily Post. And
if you look
that's
under
the
these
media
guys-
too.
If you look under these
So it's not
guys'
just
though, they're all
the
getting
New York,
flamed.
the New York Post, the New
They're all
York Post, and the
they're all
New York
getting
Daily News.
flamed on their
I got
comments
you.
too. They never get love besides Begley. You know what I mean, Berman gets
It's
dragged.
true.
by
There are some good media heads. There are some good people in the
But
media
all I'm
that
saying
I
is
do
this.
respect.
How about this? Our Lawrence Tears family are media. Okay?
Yep.
We are
We're
media
content
too.
source.
We
True.
media too. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not only them. We say real stuff.
Okay,
And they
I
go
meant
along
to
with it.
say I
They
listened
spin
to
it on
some
their
parts
own.
of being like, yeah,
Like,
I
come
listen to
on.
you guys. I love you guys.
I definitely think
meant-
I've helped RJ. I definitely think I have. There's no doubt about it.
RJ underrated. But one more
RJ got
thing-
better
Go ahead,
because
go
of
ahead.
me. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, y'all hear Richard Jefferson say RJ was 6'9" tonight?
No,
Yeah.
RJ.
Yeah, I said it. See? Yeah, I heard that, and when I heard that, I was like, see. That's what I mean by
exactly.
That's the perfect example of the media. They look at a
not
sheet.
give him a compliment at all. They
look at a sheet, and then they say, "Okay, let me catch up on the game before we broadcast." Okay, yeah, this is this player name. This is how you present it. But they don't follow the team, so why should I expect? Why should I respect their opinion?
Because
I
don't. Don't respect it. Don't respect it.
Exactly, I don't.
Because their opinions have no base.
Like well, Rob, you watch this team more than they do. You watch them every night.
Most definitely. So they should be taking their opinions from us.
Yeah, they should.
I like Mark Jones. I thought Mark Jones did a good job giving the Knicks compliments. Personally, for me, I would have wished Mike Breen would have done the game. If Mike Breen would have done the game, it would have been better, in my opinion.
Because there would have been so many bangs.
Bang! Like
bang!
Like when Frank would have hit that three, he would have said, "Bang! Knicks up 12."
You know what they should do? They should when your team get a national broadcast game, they should go with the people that announced the game.
Mm-hmm.
So that's Clyde and them should have been on national.
So everyone
Clyde
Rob, you say that because we have the best announced team in the game.
Mike Breen and Clyde Frazier.
Right, but when you watch, say,
a random Hawks.
The Hornets.
The Hornets commentaries are nice to listen to. The Warriors commentaries are kind of biased. Same thing with the Rockets commentaries; they're kind of biased.
What? No, what's the? It's a team that I think is it Memphis?
Kings are the worst.
The Grizzlies commentaries are good. They're decent.
Yeah, I like them.
They're decent.
No. I'm talking about Cleveland. I'm talking about the one.
With Fred McCloud.
They are garbage.
They're terrible.
They are garbage.
The Bulls suck.
The Bulls
are good.
I thought you got a fun one. The Hornets. Have you ever heard the Hornets announcer?
Yeah.
It's Curry.
It's hype.
It's Curry. Curry's
Dale Curry. So biased.
Dale Curry.
Who?
No, not Dale Curry.
It's some white guy.
They are so biased in Cleveland. Those guys.
That was back then. Back then. To me, the Warriors commentators are kind of biased. Same thing with the Rockets commentators, in my opinion. The Spurs commentators are boring. The Blazers commentators are boring.
The Bucks got Steve Novak.
So hoodie Kev. Let me ask you this question.
Boring.
So what's a Friday night?
Celtics commentary. Sorry, go ahead.
And the Celtics are the worst. They flat out hate the Knicks, right?
The commentators,
Scalabrini and the other dude, they hate the Knicks.
Hey, they give RJ mad love though.
but I would tell you this: it's Friday night, and usually on the weekends, Hoodie Kev picks a fight for City for real for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
It's the reason why Dark City was born, right? But Kev, with the limited amount of games to go, would you still consider Julius Randle for Damian Lillard?
Oh, that's so hard.
What do you mean?
I love Damian.
You know what I mean.
My whole premise for that is Damian
City,
Lillard is a basketball player.
City. You remember
I
the
love
last time?
Julius Randle.
The last time we got into a whole what is the National Basketball Hall of Fame? Remember that? We got into the Hall of Fame. The NBA has a Hall of Fame, and I was like, bro, no, they don't. The NBA don't have a Hall of Fame.
Nope, it's amazing.
By the way, if you go on Julius Randle's Instagram, he's trolling right now on Instagram because there was a coach that said that Maxi Kleber was playing excellent defense. Randle last game, right? And now he posted it, and he's like petty, and he did like the MJ meme, and I took that personal.
Right.
Personally, for me, I love Dame, but I'll keep Julius Randle.
City.
Yeah, I think I have to too.
Remember what we said?
And I'm sorry, Dame said too many moments we've come short in the playoffs. I'm sorry.
And Hoodie Kev said, Dame is clutch. He hit a shot over Paul George.
He's only had 2 good moments in the playoffs and done nothing ever since.
This is what we got to realize. The key word in that is Damian Lillard's had too many times where he's come up short in the playoffs.
It's facts.
How many times has Julius Randle come up short in the playoffs?
0.
Because he's never been there.
You cannot add that because he's never been there.
It is right there.
You cannot add that because he's never been there.
Bad team. Randle's a bad team.
Damian Lillard has been.
G-Money, hold on. Kev.
Don't let City for real.
Let me talk to you.
Is your lawyer. You was going to jail, G-Money.
Kev, let me talk to you. You cannot have an argument about that if the guy never made it to the playoffs.
Yes, I can.
He was on bad teams. Dame's been on good Blazer teams. Randle's been on bad Knicks teams, Pelicans teams, Lakers teams.
He was on a team with Drew Holiday and Anthony Davis.
Well, that's the year Anthony Davis sat out all year.
Where's the chemistry? Oh, God. Y'all will change the goals y'all arguments.
Yo, how can you compare two players in a playoff argument if one of them never made it to the playoffs?
I didn't need 4 good tires.
That's the year Anthony Davis went on to.
By the way, Blazers beat the Spurs without Dame. For people to say Dame had no help, Portland's 3-0 without Dame. Fun fact, this season.
Yeah, CJ Nice. I asked people here if they would trade.
The Knicks are 1-0 without Julius Randle. I mean, we better without Julius Randle because we're 1,000 without him.
Yeah, that 3-0 stat.
Bro, what I'm saying,
that's such a small sample size.
Oh my God, what I'm saying is, you cannot compare two players in the playoff situation.
And the Blazers had a better
team. We don't need Julius
man.
Randle then. He holding us back.
Bro, take Dame away from the Blazers. Take Randle away from the Knicks. I want to ask you, Hoodie Kev. Take Randle away from the Knicks and Dame away from the Blazers. Who would be better? Be honest.
The Knicks, because we got Alec Burks. He's like Jordan.
He's
kidding.
The Blazers are 3-0 without Dame.
Thank you. But I've been telling you this for years.
CJ, Melo, Norman Powell,
G-Money.
We got the defensive. Listen, we got the defensive player of the year in Reggie Bullock. We got an all-star in Alec Burks. We got one of the greatest coaches of all time in Tom Thibodeau. I mean, nothing can go wrong on this team. Nothing.
Yes.
We got an MVP in Derrick Rose. I mean, we don't need Julius.
I got to save Hoodie Cat from himself because he is on his third vocal cord. He's on his third string vocal cord right now. Hoodie Cat is legit on his Theo Pinson vocal cord right now. And if he don't stop yelling, he gonna be on his Jared Harper.
You mean Kevin Knox?
On his 7th string vocal cord, Kevin Knox.
Yeah,
he would be on his 7th string. So City. So what we were saying is Julius Randle is valuable. We were not saying that Dame Lillard is not better than Julius Randle.
Well, Dame is better.
Well, what we were saying is that you don't throw away a Julius Randle. You know what I'm saying? Just because he doesn't have a big name like Damian Lillard. The main thing with Julius Randle is if Julius Randle in a TV timeout and they showed a Hulu commercial and it was Julius Randle saying Hulu has live sports, then I could dig what you're saying, right? Because there's a stardom aspect to it. But Julius Randle, but Julius Randle is legit a great player. And we have to start giving Julius Randle his credit. We have to give credit where it is due.
Nobody wants to do that though.
Right,
because people just want to make it seem like I'm crazy.
Yeah,
Julius Randle's Julius Randle's the most improved player this year. You think Julius Randle's going to win the most improved player?
Yeah, it's not even a question. It's not even a question.
He ain't gonna win it.
Wait a minute, stop.
Hold
on. Julius Randle last year averaged 20 and 10.
I don't care.
This year, he's averaging 20 and 10. So you're trying to say to me, he's more improved.
Watch the games last year. Randle was not playing that well last year. Is
he more improved than Christian Wood?
Where's Christian Wood?
Christian Wood's been out most of the season. Yes, he has. He's been out for a while.
But he hasn't.
Hold on, Cam. Say that one more time. I'm sorry. Hey, everybody, don't take that as disrespect. I just needed to hear it clearly. Say that one more time, Hoodie Cam.
People just said that Julius
Randle, I'm not talking about what people. I'm talking about you, what you just said.
Oh, I said last year, Julius Randle pretty much averaged 20 and 10 for a season. This season, he's averaging 20 and 10 for a season.
Well, he's averaging 22.
Well,
10
semantics, he's averaging 22 and 12. Okay. So last year he averaged like 20 and 9 or 20 and 10 or something like that. Right. But it's pretty much like, it's not like he averaged like 5 points and 3 rebounds. And this year, it's like, whoa, where did this come from?
No. So you said that Christian Wood is averaging. You said Christian Wood is what?
It's averaging like 22 and 10 or 9 or something.
Okay.
From last year, averaging like 9 points.
All right. Hey, so basically, what you're saying?
I can even say Jeremy Grant.
Wait. So
Jeremy Grant deserves to be in the conversation. Jeremy Grant's played well.
No, and let me just say this real quick. I'm gonna make this point real quick. So you said Christian Wood should be in the conversation.
Yes.
For most improved player.
Yes.
And somebody else injected Jeremy Grant as most improved player. Right? I'm here to tell you, bro, that teams in the lottery don't get a chance to say most improved player.
Thank you.
The teams are
Thank you for stealing my thunder.
Hey, wait, to Hoodie Cap point, Hoodie Cap said, Julius Randle last year averaged 20 and 10. And I'm mocking Hoodie Cap, and I agree.
But if you watch the games, it's not that good last year. We watched the games.
Right, and it's the team was trashed last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Julius Randle didn't deserve most improved player last year, averaging 20 and 10 on a terrible team. But this year, you're gonna bring up Christian Wood and Jeremy Grant putting up 20 and 10 on terrible teams, and they do deserve to be in the conversation.
And can I say something too?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so Christian Wood, you said he barely missed games. He missed 21 games, but that's not aside. So Julius Randle is averaging 4 more points than last year. He's shooting 7% more from the free throw line. I mean, 0.0, 7%.
And his 3-point percentage is better.
By 7 points.
13% more from the 3.
And his team is in the playoffs.
Yeah, and 3 more.
And not only that, what he's doing is producing wins this year. It's not like last
year. He's been impactful.
Okay? But what he's doing is producing wins.
What's Christian Wood doing?
Christian Wood and Jeremy Grant are both more inefficient this year than they were last year.
And their teams are garbage.
They're garbage.
Good points. Good points.
Jerry and Grant went from a winning organization
in Denver,
when he was barely a contributor, to a team where all he does is pad stats on a losing team bound for the lottery. How is that most improved? How does Christian Wood go from a team that was bound in the lottery last year to padding stats on a team
that's embarrassing
bound for the lottery? And we say he's most improved. What are we even talking about?
And the Rockets won a 20-game losing streak for a span. The Rockets won a 20-game losing streak for a span.
Yep. Right.
Christian
Wood did Christian Wood make the All-Star team?
I think the guys.
Did Jerry and Grant make the All-Star team?
Is this most improved team or is this most improved player?
No,
I'm trying to figure out which is the award.
That's the wackest. That's the wackest comment I've
ever
heard in my life.
You already know what we're
you're trying to tell me that a player
Randall's been phenomenal this year. Nobody expected this.
You're trying to say that a player can't get better based because on the team that he's playing on performance.
I hope this comment gets better. I hope this is getting better.
I'm asking you. Are you trying to say a player can't get better based solely on his team's performance?
Kev, please abandon.
That's the argument that you're making.
Kev, please abandon this point and just make a new one.
No, I'm asking you.
Kev, abandon this point and make a new one.
Jeremy Grant went from a winning organization when he was basically doing nothing.
Kev, we take Kev,
a perennial loser. I guess you want to say.
Hoodie Kev.
Why can't you answer my question? I would like for you to answer.
Hoodie Kev,
don't do it.
Hoodie Kev. The difference between this live stream and show and what other people try to do on theirs is I like to have smart people on with smart takes. We don't
talk with logic.
We don't say Alfred Payton can't shoot for 3 hours. We don't do that.
We don't think Steven Adams shoots threes.
Right.
Exactly,
Bud. Exactly, Bud. So it could, and Hoodie Kev, you probably the smartest dude on the joint. How you gonna make a weak point and stand by it?
You said that it's impossible for a player to get better based because solely on his team's.
Did I say that, or are you still trying to save this point?
It's not a point. That's what you were alluding to.
No, I didn't. You said I said it's impossible. So first of all, nobody here heard me say the word impossible.
Freezy, Kev does this all the time, right? If you say something and he feels like you're alluding to something, he will continuously say, "You said this, you said that," and it's like, bro, you never heard me say that.
have the
Unless you hear it come out my mouth,
read
unless you hear it
between
come
the
out my mouth.
lines.
This is what he does.
Y'all
This
listen.
is what he does.
What y'all do is y'all want to say something
Kev.
to be politically correct instead of just saying something like me. Like Casey, when City for Real says this, Damian Lillard's a better offensive player than Julius Randle. But you're gonna say, the question is he a better player? But he's a better offensively. But that's not what I asked.
What's wrong with
Kev,
that?
Kev, that's not even what we're talking about.
I was giving an example of what he's talking about.
Damian Lillard.
I read between the lines and just say, you don't think Damian's better than
Kev,
Julius.
no, Kev, you live between the lines.
Kev, you in the weeds right now.
I really don't.
Yeah, you live between the lines. Yeah.
What?
We don't
Man.
live in the margins, bro. The reason why I bring certain people on and I don't let certain people on, and the reason why I don't do certain people's shows and stuff is because I take pride in collecting smart people and have them talk about in-depth and difficult topics. That's what we do here. Do we have fun doing it? Yes. And that's what makes it good. Right? But I don't take basic topics and pound it in the ground for 3 hours. That's not what we do. You know what I'm saying? And you know that, right? What I'm saying is this: the conjecture, hyperbole, and subjectiveness. We want to take that out because there are people watching us. It's not an 8-man conversation right now. It's us and other people too that are watching. So we don't want to say something. We don't want to say something low and then take pride in it, bro. What I'm saying is, if it was a whack point, just move on. Say it was a whack point and move on. You know what I'm saying?
Personally, like I said, I'm not discounting what Christian Wood and or Jeremy Grant have done this season based solely because their overall team is bad.
Bro, but you just did it for Julius Randle.
How did it for Julius Randle?
Oh my! For the love of cheese and crackers, you said Julius Randle averaged 20 and 10 last year on a bad team, and he averaged 20 and 10 this year. You said that, and then when I said no, it's 22, and you was like, oh well, 2 points. That's what you said. Come on, bro. Let's keep the topics. Let's talk about some smart stuff. Don't let's not bore the audience half to death with low ball stuff. They can go other places and do that.
I don't.
We legit just talked about other outlets like FS1 and all that stuff making dumb takes. You know what I'm saying? We just talked about that. Hey, City, didn't we just talk about other outlets doing dumb takes and we gave examples?
Yes.
Yeah.
And we already had an example already.
Hey,
so
Kev,
let's
you got
move
your voice
forward.
back, huh?
Let's move forward. The man got his voice back. Let's move forward. Let's talk about the feel-good feeling of us being on a 5-game win streak.
Right.
Something that has not happened in
7 years.
Like, you know what I'm saying? In eons, bro. It's been a long time since we've had this feeling.
Yo, is that my man Chris Chang in the building? Chris Chang is in the building.
Yes.
What's good? That Beck is in the building. Trini in Harlem. What's good? Mind Motivation. What's good? Musa Azakar? What's good? Eric Walton. What's good? Yo, so basically what we getting at is this: Julius Randle should be the league most improved player, right? But the point I was going to get to is this: the national media does not like giving awards to cats that play for the Knicks. You just saw this season a red hot Emmanuel Quickly get snubbed from the Rising Stars game. You saw RJ Barrett get snubbed from the All-Rookie team.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all legit think that Julius Randle is going to win a postseason award this year?
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
He gonna get most improved player.
Does he deserve it?
Does
he deserve it? Or will
yes,
he
he does. On national TV, he showed what he's about.
Right.
On this, he should be player of if he's not player of the week, it's going to be Curry because of the monument passing
he's in the
Wilt
West.
Chamberlain. But other than that, it should go to Julius Randle. He averaged 30 and then topped it off topped it off with a 44-point game, and then he probably got one more game to go this week against the Pelicans. Now,
that's Sunday, right? That's a new week, though.
Yeah, we go ahead and we knock off the Pelicans, and he drop another 30, 35. Julius Randle should be player of the week.
Right.
Most definitely.
He should be. I agree with you, Robin. Nick. I agree with you. Because in the week where you have 3 30-point
J.R. Smith won sixth man.
He sure did.
Yeah. That was the year Carmelo could have won MVP, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was in the consideration for it.
Yeah, it was consideration, but he really didn't. I wouldn't.
He hit that huge 3 over Taj Gibson. Y'all remember the Melo 3 over Taj Gibson?
Was that the Christmas game?
Yes. Bro, he said not in my house or something like that.
Yeah. He was like, "This is my house." That was after he hit the second. Was that the second 3 in overtime?
Yeah,
because he hit the first one in the beginning of the game to tie it, and then he hit another one in overtime to put us up.
When Mike Breen lost his mind, he said "bang" like 9 times in a row.
Yeah,
yeah, bang, bang, bang. Yeah, that was.
Yeah,
that was fun. I mean, I hear you. It would be nice to get an award. I think Randall's going to win Most Improved Player. I'm not being biased here. I really do believe that's going to happen, but I could be wrong. But I don't think there's anybody in the league that's improved more than him. And I understand his stats. You can say he was averaging 20 and 10, but if you watch the games and watch how he's transformed himself,
it matters about how you got the points and how you're getting.
Kev know what Julius is doing out there. Kev see it.
Right.
Kev ain't crazy.
That's what I'm saying. It's what he's doing is producing us wins. And again, like I just said, we on a 5-game win streak. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5. It's like the Subway sandwich when you get the $5. You know what? I didn't even want to say it because I don't want nobody to say pause. So you already know what I'm trying to say. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's there, yo. We on a 5-game win streak, and it's been a long time since we have even gotten close to coming to a 5-game win streak.
Hey, City, let me tell you something funny. So I got up the Knicks at Night podcast. I mean, I'm sorry, the Knicks Morning Drive this morning. It was a great show too, by the way. Great show this morning, right? And the Knicks at Night podcast is my baby. Right. And so the KMD for me is like a job. I got to go get up and do that. You know what I'm saying? It's part of the process. Y'all know the Knicks at Night podcast is my baby. Right. This is my joint. I entrust Hoodie Kev and City and Rob the Nick and a bunch of others with it, even though I don't want to. Right. I want to have it all to myself. I legit want to get on the Knicks at Night podcast and just talk by myself for 3 hours. Right. but I legit found friends. Like, you know, you find friends or whatever. And you find a safe place and you share it, you know, begrudgingly, you give away a little bit at a time and you share it with others. And not in a begrudging sense, but in a kind of like taking your baby to daycare sense. You know how you take your baby to daycare and it's like, you know, you got other people looking for your baby or looking at your baby or whatever. And they care just as much about your baby as you do, even though you think it's impossible for another person to do so. Right. And so anyway, I'm doing the KMD this morning and I'm like, yo, I forgot to go get my glasses. Right. So I cut the KMD. You know what I'm saying? I go in the room. I'm like, yo, I'm going to watch a little bit of the KMD to see if it was really as dope as what I thought. So I lay across the bed. I watched part of the KMD. And I was like, yo, the KMD is fantastic, bro. And not because of me, but because of people's interest in it. Like people legit come on and they feel like it's theirs. So I kind of get this feeling like the KMD is kind of like the Knicks at Night podcast. Like these cats come on in the morning. It's a different set of people. And they like, yo, the KMD is mine. Uncle Freezy, didn't you say it's a family? Well, let me take it over. And I'm like, oh, my goodness. So I'm watching it play out. And I doze off. I wake up. CP the artist is talking. Ain't nothing new. CP the artist talk about 87% of the show anyway. Whatever. So City, I go and I get my glasses, right? I'm trying to buy some sunglasses. Anybody in here wear medicated? Well, not medicated, but prescription sunglasses? No. Well, yeah, okay. So I'm going through. I'm like, yo, I'm like, big boy, show me where the shades at. And he looked at me like, I'm like, show me where the shades at. You wasting my time. And so, he was like, oh, okay. And I was like, I guess people don't understand, like, you know, this whole, they say he showed me where the shades at. He showed me these fly ones, they $300. I'm like, yo, put them things back and don't you never show me those sunglasses that cost $300. Right? So anyway, I walk out of there, and no lie, this is the God honest truth. I get in the whip and I go to this place called Dunkin' Donuts. I don't know if you ever heard of it, right? So it's right across from an eyeglass place. And this girl is talking so sweet to me and Miss Mocha in the drive-thru. I'm like, yeah, let me get 6 of your diet donuts. Let me get your 0-calorie donuts. She like, sir, we don't sell, 0-calorie donuts, blah, blah, blah. We joking or whatever. So we finally get to the window. I pay, Miss Mocha passed me her card. I'm like, you paying? She's like, yeah. I'm like, this is a shock to me. I almost fainted. You paying? She's like, yeah. You sure? She's like, Uncle Freezy, I got you. I'm like, Mocha, you paying for the donuts? She's like, yeah, I got it. Bro, this girl sticks her hand out the window to get the card. And I swear it was like Kawhi Leonard stuck his hand out the window to get the card. It was like Kawhi Leonard, bro. This girl's hands were so big, right? She grabbed my hand and look, y'all. I have what you call big, rusty hands, right? Her hands enveloped my hands, bro. I was like, damn, Kawhi Leonard. And she was like, I already heard that before. Have a nice day. City.
Oh, what? Yo,
City.
wait a minute.
City. This girl, she was about 6'3", right? She was about 6'3", but she had hands bigger than Kawhi Leonard. I swear for Lord. She was, dog. I was like, what in the world is this? And she was like, I know. And yo, before I could correct, because listen, so I'm a nerd. I'm going to get back to the Knicks talk, right? But I'm an MCU nerd, right? I'm trying to bring along Hoodie Kev. I'm trying to teach Hoodie Kev the way of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, right? Before
I say something on the side note,
but Kev, I was just about, when she put her hands around my hand, I was about to say, I am Groot, but I started laughing first.
Wow.
So,
yo,
I'm watching
right now.
I'm watching X-Men Days of Future Past, right? Which I think is probably the best X-Men movie Fox made. And it frustrates me so much. Like, it literally frustrates me because what what Days of Future Past did was it took X3, that horrible dump bag, whatever movie that it was, and it erased it. Like, this never happened. So it gave X-Men a clean slate. Right. And you know what Fox did? They're like, let us mess it up all over again. What's the purpose of bringing back the original X-Men cast, perfectly preserved, to take on, your next movie is Apocalypse? And like, no, let's have the young X-Men fight them.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Like, is that what we're really doing, Fox? Is that what we're really doing?
For the love of grits and gravy, I don't know where we went just now. I just wanted to, because Hoodie Kev is right about the movie. But in terms of the Knicks, I had to tell y'all about that girl at Dunkin' Donuts with the hands about the size of Kawhi Leonard, dog. I had to share that with somebody. Kev, she legit, and she had her nails done too. It was crazy. So anyway, back to my Knicks. Back to my Knicks show. I had to share that with somebody, bro. The girl was like 6'3". There's no, look, for all the 6'3" shorties out there, ain't nothing wrong with being 6'3". But when I saw her hands bigger than mine, anyway, I'm moving on.
Do you remember Beverly Hills Cop 2? And they was like, man, and remember it was like, that was a really big chick, really blind. And Judge Ronhold was like, this is California. It's 6 foot blondes everywhere out here.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. Hey, so I got something I want to run by y'all, right? Just real quick. So what do y'all feel? What's y'all feeling about the Knicks versus the Pelicans Sunday?
It's a good test. It's a good test for us because
to beat them twice in a row.
Yeah, we win.
Yeah, it's a good test for us.
Will Lonzo be back?
Yeah,
he played tonight.
Back today.
Okay.
He was horrible tonight, but he played.
Okay. All right. So I'm feeling like we can do 6 in a row. 7 in a row, bro, is gonna be 7 in a row is gonna be a test, Rob. 7 in a row for this team.
Oh,
And
yeah.
at what point do you get complacent?
I'm looking to go all in. Let's see where it stops at. Every game they're capable of winning.
Yeah,
I don't think nobody got the upper hand right now, especially with Phoenix coming into New York. Okay, we got 9 more games in New York after starting Sunday. Let's go. Let's go 9-0. Let's go 3-3 on the road and finish this thing out. I don't think it's nobody that we can't beat. We owe Boston. We still hungry. The team is hungry.
Right.
Randle seems as though he had a bad week with that hip. Now he seems to be back to form. And he playing ball. I think we ready to just go march this thing on out, get to the West Coast, and see with the ball. I'm looking at a 4th or 5th seed, though. I don't want a 6. I want a 4th or 5th.
And shout out to Eric G because he said before the week that we were winning every game this week and we were going undefeated. Eric G.
Okay.
Yeah, he said we're winning every single game this week.
This upcoming week or this past week?
No, the week that we already had. He said we're going 6-0.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
5-0. He said 5.
Okay. Shout out to Eric G, man. He a believer. Hey, anybody seen Eric G?
I saw him earlier.
Okay. Yeah, man. Shout out to Eric G. I know. Sometimes he work a weird schedule. Him and Chuck B have these weird.
Where has Chuck B? And I need to hit Chuck B on Twitter or something. I haven't heard from Chuck in some time.
He was here like 2 days ago in the chat.
Yeah.
Or like 3 days ago.
I'll be in Atlantic City again. You be getting missing up there.
Yeah, he said that when the schedule came out, he said we wasn't going to reach 30 wins. I ain't seen him since.
He said that. And Chuck is our man, by the way. Chuck's our man, 50 grand. So, Haddoken. Hadouken and Sharon. I got a question for you.
What's up?
When is it too early to start looking at draft prospects in general?
I mean, I start looking at them usually like in the middle of the season. In general, just looking at people, even if we're not in the. I mean, we've been in the draft lottery, so I've been looking at it. But right now, I just started looking at them towards the end of the season, just to look at them.
How do you feel about the kid Josh Giddey? Excuse me.
Bless you. I haven't watched him too much, but I know that people like him because he's 6'8" and he's a point guard, and people love their 6'8" point guards. That's why people really like him right now.
I'm not a huge fan. He reminds me too much of Mario Hezonja.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan.
Hezonja wasn't a point guard.
Yeah, but they're around the same size though. When he was over in whatever league he came from, he was a ball handler.
I don't know. I think people since there has been like you see Cade is like a 6'8" point guard. They like him obviously, but he has the skill. And then you have Josh Giddey, he's 6'8" point guard. People love those tall point guards now because of how rare they are in the league right now. How deadly they are when they are good.
Yeah, I mean his height's a plus. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of him. I told you I'm locked in on Trey Man. That's the guy I want. I don't know where he's in anywhere between 10 and 20. He can go high side or later on. But that's who I want.
What do they got him at? What? Oh, they didn't do the mock draft joint yet, did they?
Well,
Yeah,
they got a bunch of them.
They had a bad one
bunch of them
that
out.
just came out.
Okay.
It was a good one.
I'm on Tankathon right now. He is projected at what they got him at 29.
Yeah, look at the Bleacher Report one.
Yeah, I was they got hit. They bugging.
Yeah, cause I was with Guillermo. We were on his show and we were they were like breaking it down. This new Bleacher Report one, and they had it was a bad list because they had people too high and people way too low.
Yeah, all of them you can find problems with. I also like Moses Moody from Arkansas though. He went to Montverde, where RJ went.
Yeah, but for us, I'm really not too worried about draft picks right now because I think whenever the draft day comes that we're gonna trade our picks up to get a better draft pick, or we trade our picks for a player.
I don't know. We could do.
So
I don't know.
I don't really think about it too much, but I just look at the people we could get around our range.
I don't know. We could trade out of the round at all with one of our picks. We could do so many things. I don't know what Leon expected to do.
I don't know, bro. I think the players at the back end of the first round are value picks.
Yep. A lot are value picks.
Yeah, it depends on team need, how much time you're looking, how much time are you going to use developing, and what you expect from a kid right away, right? Like for instance, with a kid, Josh Giddey, I think you should be looking at a guy that's going to come in and play 10 minutes, be a distributor for quickly. You know what I'm saying? Because he does have high level passing skills. I don't like his offense. I don't like his defense.
He's slow.
Right. Yeah, I don't like it. But if you're looking for Elfrid Payton type guy, Josh Giddey is the guy.
They would have drafted what was it, Frank Campazzo, whatever his name was, that came out in the draft this year. If that's what they were looking for. That boy from Spain or whatever he was from. He was like 6'8".
He's 29.
Yeah.
But I mean,
that's right. I forgot he was mad old. That's right.
Yeah. I think they signed him. I don't know if they drafted him. I don't remember.
They drafted him like the second round, I think.
Yeah, I think they drafted him late.
Oh.
I think, man. I'm not for sure.
Well, yeah. Usually those second rounders are 4-year guys as it is.
Right. So, what do you think we should do with those first round picks? Do you think we should trade them? Do you think we should keep them? Do you think we should draft and stash? Do you think we should package them, trade up? Do you think we should
package them in a deal, man?
Yeah,
package them in a deal.
For thinking that we're gonna trade up because of what we did last year, and I still think it's gonna happen. That we're gonna play around with our picks and trade up for a better one. That's what I think is gonna happen. Because we're not drafting 4 players.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Right. Well,
package them in a deal because we a team right now that can use somebody, to help us get over whatever hump that we need to get over. Like, you know what I'm saying? We don't know what that hump is yet because we haven't made it there yet. Like, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, yes, we package that into a deal to get somebody that's going to help us get over the hump. Whatever that hump is, that's what we do.
I'm not just trading those picks just for anybody, though. It has to be that guy has to be in the market. I don't know who that guy is, but I'm not just trading those picks just because I want more rookies on my team.
Right.
It has to be. If I'm not just it has to be for the right guy, obviously.
Yeah, I feel like there's gonna be a random disgruntled star in the summer. Well, no, we could try to go for him.
I don't know who it could be besides the only one I can really see is Cat.
I'll tell you who I think it is, and this is going to spark the city versus hoodie cab debate again. I think we're going to package those picks and trade for Damian Lillard. I think it's a done deal already.
I don't know. I don't see Dame leaving there.
I don't see that happening at all.
I don't see Dame leaving.
It doesn't make sense nowhere around.
Yeah. For me, he looks like a guy like Steph. He looks like a guy like Steph that's just gonna stay in that city.
Matter of fact, he just interviewed on that point yesterday.
Right.
He said, "Look, I'm not going out like everybody else. Got to get to a bigger city." And this, he just had an interview with Stephen A. and he was talking about it. He said, "I'm fine where I'm at."
Yeah, and he's close to home in Oregon. Portland is real close to Oakland. You know what I mean?
I don't see him. It won't be him.
I'm gonna tell you why I think it's him. So for one, the fact that he even address the topic means that there have been conversations going on already.
Stephen A. addressed the topic.
Yeah, that's been a topic though. That's been for a couple of years.
And he answered that he's not. And I don't see in the best interest of Portland 2 picks right there. You're in the thick of things right now. Wherever you at, you're in the thick of things. So I don't see where it works for them.
Yeah, they got so much invested into that roster as it is. You're gonna break that up now.
I think CJ McCollum to go first.
Me too.
I think my man. You know they were around the same age, right?
Yeah.
So I think Dame is gone first, and the reason why I say that is because of this. We're not taking into account how Portland is going to lose in the playoffs this season. I don't think Portland has enough to win an NBA championship, right? And they're the prime team to get knocked off in the first round in a very competitive Western Conference, right?
Can I throw out a name for you?
Can I finish my Damian Lillard point though?
Oh, I'm sorry.
And then just real quick, I just want to finish it real quick. So I think the disappointment with Dame Lillard is going to come from them losing in a bad way again, and them trying to search for answers. What do? You know, do they
They ship out CJ to get him a better co-star.
Yeah,
he means too much. He means too much to that franchise.
They're not going to trade CJ. I don't think they're breaking that team apart.
And so, what do you do? Just keep going forward with the same guys?
I mean, I don't really know, because they're not going to be able to sign Norman Powell, so they're going to be forced to make a.
Well, they have his bird rights. They can overpay for him if they want. It just depends.
They can't pay when they already have. They're paying CJ and they're paying Dame.
That's okay. What does that have to do? That's fine. They can go into the luxury tax.
They can go into the luxury tax, but for what? They're not going to win a championship with the team that's currently constructed.
You know what? Everybody is not based on what they fan base. They fan bases. See, a New York fan base is different. When you get out there, out west, where they at, their fan base is. They're happy with a competitive team. Yes, they want to win.
Complacent.
But, yeah, they're not. You know, they like a hard-fought team, but they're not like, okay, and when you read their paper, they putting down all the players like the New York media can do. They're fine with their situation. They like to see competitive basketball. Right. So there's no pressure on ownership to really do anything but put something out there that's competitive that the fans will come to see, and you play hard. If you get a championship at the end, then that's all well worth it. But if you get a deep playoff run, that's all well worth it to them.
Right. Right. In Portland, on the front page of Portland's paper, you'll see something about the downtown revitalization project. Right. Yeah. On the front page of the Daily News. It's because you're going to see some Knicks, some Yankees. I'm talking about on the top, not main, usually it might be something about politics, right? But you're going to see the Knicks or some sports story on the front page somewhere, right?
It won't be the Mets because we don't play baseball.
Freezy, did you see Macri's latest episode with the dude from the Dallas radio station?
Yeah.
The ex-baseball player? Last night he posted? That's a perfect example how other small markets protect their superstars. And out in New York, the media is vicious, and they'll ask you, do you think you deserve to still be in the pros after a performance like that? Right. Where, in Dallas or Portland, they won't say nothing.
Bud, say it again so Hoodie Kev can hear you, because I mentioned the same thing to Hoodie Kev about what Thibodeau is doing for Kevin Knox, and I don't believe he believes what I'm saying. I believe Tom Thibodeau is protecting Kevin Knox and Frank Ntilikina from that same thing that you just mentioned.
Didn't we just have a phone conversation before the show?
Say it with your chest!
Well, I can't say it in my throat.
It stops in his throat.
But I literally I said something and Freezy called me crazy. He was like, "You crazy right now. That's malarkey." And I was like, "Is it?"
What is it that you said?
About Kevin Knox and Jimmy Butler.
Oh, man. Jesus, for the love of Cracker Jacks and peanuts. What are we talking about?
Wait, why did I just hear Kevin Knox and Jimmy Butler?
Because he thinks that Kevin Knox is going to be better than Jimmy Butler.
That's that one.
Yeah.
That's literally not what I said at all.
That's a young Rowan that's going to do that.
Literally, you see, this is what Freezy does, right? And you see the smile, he got this little smirk he got on his face because he knew he just did.
Hey, yo, sugar tits.
Yeah, that's what I'm laughing at. That's what I'm smiling at.
I literally, so me and Uncle Freezy was talking, and I said, I see the light. Because I was talking to, shout out to Delano Steele Jr. I was having a conversation with him, and something dawned on me and when I was saying it. And everything that Uncle Freezy and Rob the Nick, just like the light went on. And I was like, oh, I get it now. Because I see the proof. When Freezy and Rob say Tom Thibodeau is protecting Knox, right? And I'm like, no, we need to play right now. So I was talking to Delano Steele Jr., right? And Freezy's like, why come, Reggie Bullock is playing before him, and Alec Burks and Mo Harkless and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, well, the same thing happened to Jimmy Butler. People look at Jimmy Butler like Jimmy Butler, the player he is now, is always who Jimmy Butler is. And that's not true. Because there was a point in time where Mike Dunleavy was playing ahead of Jimmy Butler, Ronnie Brewer, Marco Bellinelli,
Keith Bogans.
Keith Bogans was playing ahead of him. And Tom Thibodeau sat him, and he played sparingly. And he got a lot of DNPs. And then the next year, he was like, go get him, kid. And I was like, I see. I really, really see now. And that's all. I didn't say that Kevin Knox is going to be as good or better than Kevin Knox. But I see what Tom Thibodeau's doing because Tom Thibodeau has done it before.
Right.
I mean, Jimmy Butler played 38 minutes by year 3. But we got a super chat in the chat. Shout out
No. Not by year 3. Look at the first year under Tibbs.
Kev, he said super chat.
Super chat. Oh. City for real. Dropping $10. Says, chat family, get that energy up. We like you. Wait, what? What?
That was supposed to be yo.
Yeah, City, you read this. This is your super chat.
Chat family, get that energy up.
I can't.
You like the chat podcast. Let's go. We're on a 5-game winning streak, and I still got the lucky hat on. What's good? In the Uncle Freezy voice. What's good?
What's good?
You see, this is why the Lakers went out.
What are y'all doing right now?
This is why the Lakers went out. This is why the Lakers went out.
I don't care about the Lakers. I don't care about the Lakers. We on a 5-game win streak. What are y'all doing?
Let me finish my joke. I said, this is why.
You talking about jokes? When we on a 5-game win streak?
Got Gary Payton because Derek Fisher can't even do his job right. Come on, Derek Fisher.
You in the weeds, my guy.
Bro.
Yo, would y'all sign Josh Richardson in the offseason?
Yes.
I probably would too.
Yep. Because at best he'll be a decent starter. At worst, he'd be a guy off your bench for a playoff caliber team. Either way it goes, we would take a tough-nosed defender that can facilitate a little bit.
Yeah. I see Mavs fans kill him, but like they blame that he's a public enemy number 1 in Dallas.
Hey, you talking about the interview? I did see the interview, Alton Lee. You talking about with Macri? We referenced it this morning on the Knicks Morning Drive.
I think he was just talking about Norman Powell because his comment right above it was about Norman Powell.
Oh no, I didn't see the thing with Norman Powell. I don't think. I don't know if I saw that or not. I may have, but we watch a lot of stuff, bro. We do watch a lot of stuff, man. We gotta, we watch so much stuff. Sometimes this stuff runs together, man. But we do watch a lot of stuff. So
Freezy. I cannot Freezy. I cannot. Can we? All right. Let's get this thing back on track. It's been a long time coming. It's been a long time coming since we've been on a 5-game win streak. Are we not happy about this?
You want to get some confetti? Hold on. I think I got some confetti in the other room. Let me get some confetti.
Yeah, do it.
I'm at a vacuum, but I'm going to throw some confetti up because I guess we just won a championship or something.
Yeah, we got the banners
because we won 5 in a row.
We getting the banner up.
Oh, okay. You rather us lose 5 in a row then?
I'd rather it not be a big deal. I would rather it be something that we get used to.
We taking.
How about that?
It's a big deal for me.
It's one of those things. You ever been out somewhere and your mama be like, "Act like you've been somewhere, boy."
But you haven't been there before. We haven't been there since 2014.
Exactly.
No, we have been there. It might have been a long time, but we've been there.
Come on, man.
That's
Exactly.
I
And
don't
if
get
you
up
haven't been there
because
for a long time, what are you gonna do?
I ain't gonna act up. I ain't gonna, as they say, act the fool. No, I'm gonna take it like I've been there before. I'm gonna take it like I expect it to happen all the time.
Ain't nobody that was on that roster is here now, so we have not been there before.
You know, this is that statement right there is so crazy. I'll tell you why it's crazy, right? Because you say nobody's on this roster was there when this happened, right? But then you're like, all time we're this and this against this team. And it's like, well, this shouldn't matter what we are this niggas all time because it's not the same team. No team is ever the same year in and year out. So my personal thinking is, you see we're on a 5-game winning streak, and it's like, well, this is great. Let's keep this train moving. I'm not gonna get too high for it because I expect it. I would like for this to happen. Our good teams don't expect win streaks. They don't get happy because the team is on a win streak. It's what they expect. If you want to be a good team, it starts with the mentality that you have.
Well, you know what? The mentality that I have right now, is that we on a 5-game win streak, and I am happy about it. So I am letting it all come out. And if you don't like it, I don't care because guess what? My boys is on a 5-game win streak. My team is on a 5-game win streak, and I can brag about it if I want.
I was talking.
You know why? Because I got this orange and blue on. That's why I could do that.
I was talking to Free Keith the other day, right? I was talking to Free Keith on Knicks Morning Drive. And he's like, there's a real big difference between the Knicks and the Lakers, right? Lakers fans' expectations are like, we're going to win a championship every year, right?
They have 17 of them. They damn well should feel like that.
So that's their mentality, right? They're going to win. Like Spurs fans feel like we're going to be good. Okay, whatever, we're good. Been there, done that. Knicks fans have been so downtrodden and beaten down over the years. It's like, myself.
Yeah, why can't we be happy?
I can only talk for myself. And it's not like I'm not happy. It's just I want to feel like one of them fans on a team that's just always good and it just rolls off like, whatever. I expect this. This is just
when we get there, then we can do that. But right now, we're not there yet. Like,
has it happened that we are there? That's the funny thing about it. Have you not dawned on you that we are there?
But this is the first time we're getting there, so can we be happy about it? This is the first time this group of core players has gone on a streak like this season for us. And this group of core players, most of them were also here last year, and we did not get to experience this. We are growing. We have watched Julius Randle turn into a potential All-NBA player. We are watching RJ Barrett taking huge strides and becoming Mr. Fourth Quarter. We have watched Mitchell Robinson do whatever the hell he's did this year.
When did RJ Barrett become Mr. Fourth Quarter?
Exactly. This last week he has.
So over the last week, he just automatically became Mr. Fourth Quarter. You can do that in a week.
I mean, him and Burks could have shared the fourth quarter thing.
Because I remember times, several occasions, where RJ Barrett's been benched in the fourth quarter, and now he's Mr. Fourth Quarter. Okay,
damn right.
I missed that mentality.
And he was benched this week in the fourth quarter as well. Don't get it twisted.
Mm-hmm.
But when he's in the fourth quarter, he shines as of late. When he gets those,
and he came up
tonight, clutch tonight.
13 points in the fourth quarter.
Julius Randle was on the bench to start the fourth, and that man took it by himself. That man went into the paint and was posting dudes up. He sunned JJ Redick. He got JJ Redick on his back right now.
You know the funny thing, and I'm not saying this because I'm not a Yankees fan. So Reggie Jackson, not the Clippers, the Yankees Reggie Jackson, right?
I was about to say.
He's literally held a nickname for like 40 years, 50 years. Think about this, for 50 years, and he only had like one great game. He's literally Mr. October because he hit 3 home runs in one game.
That's not true, Kev, because he hit a home run in LA before that.
Yep. Yeah,
he hit the game-winning home run in Los Angeles before that sent it to a game 6 where the Yankees needed to win, right? And then on that stage, with all the stakes, everything on the table, Reggie Jackson came through and hit 3 home runs. I was there in 1977. I was alive. I saw it with my own eyes. You know what I'm saying? I saw this thing play out. Come on, bro. You're acting like the Yankees had won the championship before that. The Yankees were on a 20-year drought.
They were buns.
That. Right. Come on, Cap.
But I wasn't alive then, but I know the man's name was Mr. October.
It was like 16, 17 years. 16, 17. 16, 17.
How many years your team on now? Since the last one y'all got?
My team can't even play a game of baseball this season. Literally, it takes divine intervention to keep Jacob deGrom off the mound. Think about that. The gods don't want Jacob deGrom to pitch because he's that dominant. They're like, no. Let's throw COVID at him. Let's throw the rain at him. Let's throw snow at him. Let's do anything divine to keep Jacob deGrom from pitching a baseball game. The Mets literally have more postponed games this season than games played.
That's wild.
Okay. We literally have postponed more games than we played.
So objection, Your Honor. Relevance to the conversation.
How does this have to do with RJ Barrett not being Mr. Fourth Quarter?
Exactly.
We want to tell you.
And I said he could have shared those possibilities with Burks.
All I'm saying is this like a week by week, name basis now? All of a sudden,
what do you mean name basis?
Because now RJ is
about give credit to
RJ is Mr. Fourth Quarter. When there's been numerous times he's been benched in the fourth quarter. There's been numerous times he's come up short in the fourth quarter, but he had a couple of good games. Now he's Mr. Fourth Quarter.
He's shooting 50% in the.
We're going, giving nicknames on a game by game basis now. That's what we're doing. Okay.
Nope, week by week.
I think 50% in the clutch has a good reason to have a nickname like that.
And Kev, 60% from 3.
Yep. And he was benched during the week that he earned the name Mr. Fourth Quarter. So I don't care.
I want y'all to keep the same energy. I want y'all to keep the same
energy all day with RJ.
When what happens?
When he misses a fourth quarter shot, same energy.
If he misses a fourth
same energy.
Shot, I'm still going to call him that.
Same energy. He gets benched in the fourth quarter again. When he goes up short in the fourth quarter.
He got benched in the fourth quarter this week and he earned the name.
He didn't get benched in the fourth quarter because he was only bad in the fourth quarters.
Exactly.
In the beginning of the game.
Burks and Bullock were balling. They deserve to play. I'm not mad at it at all.
That's like saying. The Yankees are going to bench. The Yankees are going to get benched Reggie Jackson because the utility guy was having a great game. Let's bench Reggie Jackson in the World Series because this utility guy.
This is not baseball.
How about we get to the World Series, and then I'll take my chances. So how about we get to the NBA Finals for me to see that? Would y'all sign up for that? Would y'all sign up for the Knicks getting to the NBA Finals so that we can see that?
Man, you don't know what I would.
I'm already signed up.
Right.
If we went to the finals this year, even if we lost, I want a banner.
Right. I would.
Banner.
You would get an Eastern Conference Championship banner.
So using Hoodie Cav's example, I was trying to stay out of it. Notice I was trying to be moderator neutral, right?
Uh-huh.
But using his example, I wouldn't mind seeing RJ Barrett get benched for a little bit by vets if it meant preserving our chances in the NBA Finals.
Yep. For the better of the team. Root for the front of the jersey, not the back.
Right. So here's the thing I wanted to say to your point. I was working on another project just now, trying to be moderator neutral. But yo, what's up, Zach? What's good? So here's the thing, Kev. I believe the Knicks are gonna pull off the coup of the NBA draft, right? So we have a bunch of picks, second round picks in the year 2023 that we won't be able to use, right? Because I think we have to we have 22 picks over the next. It's 2021, so over the next 6 seasons, we have 22 draft picks total. So what I think we're going to do is use some of that draft capital and move up in this year's draft with 1 pick. And I think the player we're going to target is a kid named Davion Mitchell.
No, I hope not. Please, no.
Right.
I'm not a fan.
Right. And
I have no idea. Let me say something.
Wait,
I
who
have
did you say you wanted?
no idea who any of these players are.
He plays for Baylor.
Nothing about him.
Who, Mitchell?
Yeah, Davion Mitchell.
No clue who he is. If he walked up and said, "I'm Davion Mitchell," I'm like, "Who are you, son?"
I'm not a fan of his game like that.
Because I feel like we're going to take these picks next year, and we're going to go and get somebody else.
I think we're trading up.
Either it's going to be Karl Anthony Towns, or it's going to be De'Aaron Fox.
But Kev, you can't. No, I don't think it's going to be.
He just signed an extension.
Have you seen De'Aaron Fox the last couple games?
Yeah, I haven't seen him all season. He's been.
He is
crazy.
not happy at all.
You know, he's not happy, but he just signed an extension. He's stuck there.
Yeah, I don't know why he would sign an I would not have signed.
If you offer the Kings like, "Hey, we got these draft picks for you."
Hey, so Hadouken. So what did you say just now? I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
I said I wanted De'Aaron Fox before he signed the what's it called, the extension.
His rookie max extension. He signed it. So here's the thing. I don't think we need him, right? Because the thing is we have a bunch of parallel narratives going on. Like legit, me and Hoodie Kev just talked about Tom Thibodeau protecting Kevin Knox, right? I don't think they would trade for a superstar if they believe Kevin Knox is a player, right? You can't do both. If Kevin Knox is a player,
what does that have to do with Kevin Knox?
Yeah, what? Freezy, what? Going to get Bradley Beal does what to Kevin Knox?
Listen to what I'm saying. Hear me out. That's what I'm saying. Because the reason why I brought this up is because we have parallel narratives going on, right? So if we trade for a star, that means you don't believe in the crew that you have internally, right? You believe that the meal needs something else to it. We need to add something else to it, right? So say for instance, we're having chicken parmesan for dinner and a salad, and they're like, no, this is not going to be enough. We need to go out and get something. We need to get a 12-ounce steak to add to this dinner, in order for it to be a complete meal, right? So if you have the chicken parm and the steak, who's going to eat the salad? You know,
I don't know if you just called Kevin Knox chicken parm with an Italian to me is pissed.
So no, salad. I was calling him salad.
Oh, okay.
Is what I'm saying. So if you believe in the young guys that you have, and that you're going to bring them along and they're going to be players, you don't bring in their replacements because a parallel narrative is that every time you get young guys, you always bring in vets to play their spot, and then you push back the development of the young guys. Hoodie Kev, is that not a narrative that we've discussed over the course of the months?
Yes, it is.
Right.
That is, but De'Aaron Fox does not take his spot because he's a point guard.
It depends. Like De'Aaron Fox, I think would do nothing but elevate.
Exactly. I think the same way.
Like Kevin's and
no. It's not going to elevate Kevin Knox. You know what that's going to do? That's going to have him walking into the Sacramento Kings locker room like, "Where's my locker?"
Yeah. That or just standing in the corner while De'Aaron Fox with the air at the ball. I'm not even a huge De'Aaron Fox fan.
I feel like if we trade for him, we trade quickly.
Oh, someone else is gone for sure.
Either way, somebody's gone though. Is what I'm saying.
Somebody got to go.
Right. So one of the kids, because we legit said that one of the parallel narratives is that every time we get a young kid that's about to break out, we bring in a veteran to put it into his spot, and it blocks the development of the kid that you already had in that spot. Right.
That's thinking that Leon Rose and Thibs and all them think Kevin Knox is ready to break out.
Right. So what I'm saying is so we have all these parallels stacked on top of these narratives stacked on top of each other. Right. So for instance, if you bring in Bradley Beal, who's an offensive weapon, Whose spot is he going to take? Is he going to take Reggie Bullock's spot or RJ Barrett's spot? Right. And then and then if you say it's so if it's Reggie Bullock, you know what that does? That means you not only take shots away from Reggie Bullock, but you take shots away from RJ Barrett, and then you force RJ Barrett from being a good defender and a secondary scorer to the third scorer and the top wing defender on your starting unit, because Bradley Beal is not going to defend anybody.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I'm not huge on Bradley Beal either.
I agree with that one, but like the point guard one, if we're getting a De'Aaron Fox, I don't know about that one. I don't know.
Well, what if you get Zach LaVine? Guess what's going to happen? If you trade for Zach LaVine, it's the same scenario, right? Yeah. If you trade for Zach LaVine, who's going to start? RJ Barrett, Zach LaVine, or Reggie Bullock?
I think
what's going to be RJ Barrett and Zach LaVine. Yeah. Reggie Bullock's not going to start. Zach LaVine is an offensive weapon. He don't play defense. So guess what that means for RJ Barrett?
Yeah.
We didn't think RJ was much of a defender last year either, though, and look how he's improved under Thibs. So
right. So that's my point. Now the team does need an infusion of talent, right? But the team needs an infusion of consistent talent. The talent is there. You wouldn't be on a 5-game winning streak, 3 games over 500 this deep into the season if you didn't have talent. But like what Hoodie Kev says, and he's absolutely right, there is no level of consistency from the role players. Like you legit don't get consistency from Reggie Bullock, because Reggie Bullock can knock down 6 threes in the first half and not score a single bucket in the second half. We know that's Reggie Bullock, right? Because he's not a shot creator. He's not going to create his own shot.
Yeah.
Alec Burks is 63% of Kobe Bryant, right? He's the third string Kobe Bryant. That's Alec Burks, right? So some games you're going to get 20 points, and other games not so much, right? The thing with a De'Aaron Fox though is De'Aaron Fox a high level defender?
No. No,
right.
Excuse me.
I would say like middle level. Probably.
No. It's low end. It's low end.
For a guard, I would say he's in the.
The Kings have the worst defense in the NBA.
Well, for all those years in Chicago, no one ever confused Derrick Rose with being any kind of defender.
Right. No doubt. But at the same time, at the same time, this version of Derrick Rose, we don't necessarily need that from Derrick Rose.
No. I'm not saying this Derrick. I'm saying look at what I'm saying. De'Aaron Fox is as good as this De'Aaron Fox is as good as a younger Derrick Rose.
Defense didn't
but
matter.
they're the same type of player, right? Same mold of player, and nobody ever said they actually said that Derrick Rose was a bad defender, and Tibbs still made it work.
Right, but because he was the league MVP though.
Oh well, this is true.
He was the league MVP. So you could legit say take Derrick Rose's offense because it was so far on one end of the spectrum that his defense being on the other end of the spectrum could be balanced out by role players like Taj Gibson, like Keith Bogans, like Joakim Noah.
Yeah, he was the worst defender on the court.
Yeah. And so I'm saying this to Hadouken and Sharon, right? This is what I was going to get at. So right now we're projected to pick 18 and 21. Mm-hmm. What I think we're going to do is take that huge haul of second round picks in 2023 and 2024, package them together, and move up in this year's draft. I think the 2 guys we're gonna target are or 3 guys: Keon Johnson, Davion Mitchell, and James Bouknight.
That's actually a really good point. I'm going to go back to this mock draft that I saw because I looked at it yesterday. And it's like interesting because I think the same way. I just think in general, like we have 4 picks this year, right? It's like, just think about it. We're not drafting 4 players.
Right.
Like 100%. So no matter what, we're going to trade some picks away.
Right.
And the way I looked at last year, And the way we were playing with picks crazy, and we got so many second round picks for free, basically.
Right. Because we money laundered.
Yeah, exactly.
We laundered money for
took
other
Ed
teams.
Davis for cash considerations. Then we traded him for 2 second round picks.
Yep.
And then we got Amari Spellman and Glenn Robinson for another first round pick.
Right.
And then traded one away.
And traded one away, right.
Yeah. I feel like we're gonna do something in that sense. And we're gonna trade up with picks. Depending on whatever picks we use, I think we're trading up to try to get in the top 12.
So State said trade up for Scotty Barnes. I like Scotty Barnes.
We don't have to trade up for him because I think he's falling. Like the way the mock draft's saying, he's like in the 20s.
Right.
And I think even if we trade up a little, we could get him.
Right.
Or he can land in our hands. I like him. He's nice.
I like him and Jalen Johnson, the kid from Duke. Right?
Yeah.
He has a lot of potential.
I think he has athleticism wise, I think he'll fit, right? But the only thing, if you get Jalen Johnson, Kevin Knox is a goner, right? Kevin Knox is a goner. You can take that to the bank because
he plays small forward / power forward, so it's like
right. And even with that said, Obi Toppin would be on notice.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't want Knox to be gone, and I don't want Obi Toppin to be on notice, right?
Yeah.
But if you get Jalen Johnson, who has the potential to be an elite wing defender, I'm saying the potential. Now, because when locked in, he can defend.
I sent it in the private chat, by the way, the mock draft that I was looking at.
So I think Jalen, I think Jalen Johnson could be an elite defender, right? He has lapses, but what I think has happened though is he has the physical tools to do it, but he hadn't been coached up. So I think him landing in Tibbs's lap, him coming to the Knicks and being coached up by Tom Thibodeau, who knows how to coach elite wing defenders, I think would be a win for us. The only thing is he can't shoot
at all.
So if you get him, you're looking at Mo Harkless.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
No, I'm talking about in year one. I'm talking about in year one. You're talking about Mo Harkless. I'm not talking about forever. You know what I'm saying? Because they're about the same size, 6'9", 220 something. I think with the long. But the thing about the difference between him and Mo Harkless is Jalen Johnson can handle the ball. He's got point guard vision and point guard skills on a high school and college level. I think Tibbs can teach him other stuff, develop him. In 3 or 4 years, the kid can be an elite NBA player.
I'm going wing. I'm going Moses Moody. That's my guy.
Wow.
Yeah, I like him. From Arkansas.
Right.
Yep. But I want Trey Mann from Florida.
Well, I wouldn't mind having him either.
Yeah, 6'5" point guard who can shoot from anywhere on the floor, get his own buckets, has a little bit of passing game, kind of springy. Yeah, bring him here.
What about Keon Johnson? You don't like him?
He's all right. I wouldn't be mad at it.
I am back.
I wouldn't be mad at it.
This mock draft is bananas, bro. Are
exactly.
You serious?
And that was the recent one that came out. And Jonathan Wiseman is supposed to be like a good drafting. I look at him, his tweets a lot.
Right. He's got Josh Giddey going 13.
Yeah. He should not be a lottery pick.
No, not at all.
Like this was we were talking about this yesterday for a while, and this is like a weird mock draft.
This is very weird mock draft.
Exactly. And they have like these late picks.
It was a very weird college basketball season, so yeah, I'm not a fan of any of those Baylor kids.
Oh, and I messed up about the Scotty Barnes thing. I was thinking about the wrong person. Yeah, Scotty Barnes is probably gonna be like a lottery pick.
Yeah,
he'll be a lottery pick.
I was thinking of Jared Butler for a second. That's who we can get. I like Jared Butler.
From Baylor, I'm not a fan of any. I'm not a fan of any of those 3-point guards they have or had.
So are you guys thinking that they're gonna add more kids to the young core? Like is
I think we had 1 or 2 at most.
So I don't know, man. I think
I'll say probably 1. I wouldn't say 2.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't
you know
think
what I
we'll
mean?
trade all picks unless we go like crazy and we like trade all these picks to try to get close to the top like 10, which is not gonna happen. Like, cause the top 5, I definitely think the top 5 is the only thing that's not getting traded back.
They're locked in, bro.
Yeah, they're locked in unless they do something like they did with the Luka thing and the Hawks thing, where it was like 3 and 5, and they just trade back.
Yeah.
And
So
get,
you mean but between top 5 teams?
yeah,
though.
between
Yeah,
top
yeah.
5.
Yeah. I could see that.
I would keep.
Okay.
Oh, my bad. I was gonna say I would keep our pick, and then I would look to trade up just from our Mavs pick into like into the teens somewhere, from 15 to 20 or 15 to 19. Use our Detroit pick and then take our Mavs pick and try to get up a few spots. We have 2 mid-teen picks.
We technically have 30 first-round picks because I count that Detroit pick as like a first-round pick. Basically,
It's gonna be like 33.
That's why it has value.
Right.
So I think we trade that and our second-round pick and one of our early first-round picks for top 15, top 13, and to try to get like a Book Knight, someone like that.
I don't know if they'll trade that much for Book Knight.
I'm not even that big on him either, to be honest.
Yeah, I like him. I think he's going to be a Courtney Lee type player in the NBA.
Yeah,
like legit somewhere between 13 and 15 points a game.
Yeah, that's fair. That's not bad.
Yeah. I'm talking about off go. I'm talking about off go. I don't think that dude's going to be a 20.
He's a scorer. He's a scorer.
Right.
But I don't mean like we're trading all 3 for him, but I feel like we're gonna trade like. I think we try to trade both of them up, but with separate teams. If we make it work out, because that could always happen. If we, because we seen us mess with our picks, so I see us messing with it this year. I don't see us drafting.
So what are the odds? What are the odds on the Knicks doing a blockbuster for Cade?
Oh,
slim.
I legit think that we would have to trade all of these picks from this year, all 4, and then we would have to. I think we would legit have to give our next 3 years picks. I would not go for it.
Is it worth it? You don't think it's worth it?
No.
Okay. I would rather, if I'm trading that, I'm going to.
Because the thing is, you can use those picks to trade for a guaranteed star.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree. Yep, I agree.
City, this is. I think y'all wrong, and I'm ready to fight. Y'all ready to fight?
I'm interested in this opinion because it could be either way.
To do that, you'll need an Apple Music subscription.
Hey, so Siri is like, yo, she ready to fight too.
You gotta sign up for Apple first, though.
Yeah.
yo. So let me tell y'all that. Yo, hey, City, did I just see this right?
Sorry.
City, did I just see this right? You just sent something to me to the show?
Yes, sir. You already know for sure. Come on, man.
That's fire, bro. I was just about to send it back.
Nah, come on, man.
But it's for the show. Okay, it's for the show. Okay.
We good.
Okay.
We good.
So let me start this fight with Buds and Hadouken and Sharon. I know both of them are like, yo, it's about to be 3:00 in the morning. I don't have the stamina.
Don't worry, I got the stamina right now. I go to sleep that late.
So y'all are wrong. You, Buds, and State of the New York Knicks podcast are absolutely wrong, right? Mm-hmm. So here's argument number 1. The Knicks have been looking for the point guard of the future for 50 years. That's point number 1. Mm-hmm. Yeah, y'all know what I'm saying, 50 years, right?
Yeah.
Anybody in here 50?
Nope.
I feel like it.
Say I feel like it.
You're all by your lonesome on that one, Freezy.
See, look, he knew how bad his argument was that he ran from the argument.
No, I had to blow my nose. My nose.
Freezy, before you say that though, like, I actually feel like, you see, like, I was thinking about this yesterday about trading all those picks, and I was like, I would actually think about doing it, but then I'm thinking about that we could get a guaranteed star for less.
Right.
So it's like an either or type of thing.
I would say this. The thing about a guaranteed star is they have experience doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, when they come here, that means they have experience doing stuff. You know what I mean? So just because you did it one way in, say, Washington, D.C., or you did it one way in Portland, Oregon, or you say did it one way in Phoenix, Arizona, doesn't mean you're going to do it that way in New York City, New York.
No, because you're going to come in and do it the Thibs way, like everyone else has.
Right. Or you could get a kid that's a clean slate, don't have to unteach him stuff, and everything you teach him, he's going to soak it up like a sponge because he's got room to learn new stuff.
But who says it's guaranteed to translate?
Like you don't have to teach an old dog new tricks. You can teach a new dog new tricks.
Yeah. Wait, do you still have more to say?
Yep.
All right, go ahead.
So point number two. So point number two, I was gonna say. Point number two is this. Right? The cats that you may be looking to trade for are not dudes that went number one in their draft, unless you're talking about Karl Anthony Towns. That means the person that you're drafting is not the most exceptional person from their draft class. In this case, you're talking about drafting the most exceptional of the exceptional, right? By far and away. It's like the Zion debate. It's like the LeBron debate. The kid Cade Cunningham in a deep draft class is far and away the best player in this draft. Far and away.
I don't know about far and away.
I know, because you're gonna say Jalen Suggs is a beast, but he can't shoot.
No, I'm just gonna say that I don't think far away. I think he's a clear number one pick, obviously. But I still think I had a conversation with Coach yesterday, Coach Colorblocks, and me and him both agreed on this, that we feel like depending on a certain team, they might not pick him and go for like a Evan Mobley or someone like that because of pure need.
Right. Let me. I'm just gonna do. Hey, State. Thanks for looking out for the cookout, bro. Knicks need to trade up. Tibbs not starting. No rookie PG. Use the picks and trade up. Allow RJ to become one of the leaders and let people follow him.
I take everything he says with a grain of salt because State wanted to tank up until, I don't know, probably still. He hates Julius Randle.
Nah, he doesn't want to.
Wait. Did you just say State wanted to tank in the same sentence?
Yeah.
Because I don't remember this, so I'm new to this. I'm new to this.
Oh, in
is that true?
In the Twitter chat.
Is that true? Can y'all help me out? Is that true?
I think he did for a certain extent, but then he said he doesn't want to.
Right. Yeah, he did up until recently.
He came to his own though, so he's fine.
I mean, I don't think that's true because a lot of people get it confused when people say they want to play the kids, as in the same thing as they want to lose games. Because people have made up the mindset like the kids can't play, so that will equal losing. But those are two different things.
No, it's not.
Like CBD artist wants to lose.
Yeah, so
me saying I want the kids to play doesn't mean that I want to lose. That means thinking the kids are good enough to win.
Yeah, because
we just have a difference of opinion, but that doesn't mean that that's the same thing as you wanting to lose. And I think that's where the confusion. I don't think State wants to lose. I think he just wants the kids to play.
I trust Thibs, and if Thibs doesn't say the kids don't deserve to play because they won't provide winning basketball, then they don't provide winning basketball.
Is Thibs infallible?
I mean, we've seen the product over the years.
That's not what I asked you. Is Tibbs infallible? Is he all knowing?
When has Kevin Knox?
This is not about Kevin Knox.
No, it is.
Not about Kevin Knox. I'm asking you a question.
What is Kevin Knox's record as a starter? What is Frank Ntilikina's record as a starter?
This again is not it.
It is. That's them playing.
That's not a good point.
That's them playing.
That's not.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Is he human? Can he make mistakes?
Sure, everyone can.
Okay, then that's all. That's all I ask. Is he infallible? Is he all knowing?
Have you had too much tea with honey? Because like I'm saying, man, like.
Yeah, I don't understand.
You seem a little bit off. You seem like the guy on the Snickers commercial. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I can't
Are
stand
you hungry?
it. Like, people be like, "Oh, I trust Tibbs. He can do no wrong." It's like, no, he can do plenty of wrong.
But what other coach is infallible? What other coach is perfect?
But people make it seem like this isn't about other coaches. This isn't about other teams. This is
No,
about Knicks
no.
fans.
This is about perfect and infallible. This is about perfect and infallible.
Yes, because the question is, he said, "I trust Tibbs." Like Tibbs is infallible of doing anything wrong.
Right, but you also defend. You also defend.
No, because I'm defending.
Kev, you also defend Tony Stark.
No Tony Stark slander on the podcast, please.
Oh, y'all see that?
He also defends.
Y'all see those lights shining bright? That got us these wins, the 5 wins.
City lights.
I still got it on. Still got it on. We here. I still got it. I still got it on. Let's go.
He also defends Tony Stark. Like Tony Stark has never made a mistake. You know what I'm saying? So basically what I'm getting at is this. I'm not trying to be against Hoodie Kev. That's not what I'm trying to do. What I want to do though is keep the conversation fair. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like saying that you trust the head coach of your team is not a bad thing to say. I mean, unless your coach is Adam Gase. Unless we talk about the Jets. Unless we talking about the Jets head coaches. You know what I'm saying? Unless we talk about Rich Kotite. You know what I'm saying? Then we can say
we have to go there.
No, I just want to throw out an example. Right?
We don't have to go there. We don't have to go there.
I just feel like
you don't have to go there
the wrong way when he was just explaining why people think that State wanted to.
Yeah, I was explaining why people. I don't think State wants to tank, and that's wrong.
He in the comments said he did.
He used to. He doesn't want to anymore, and he does like Randle now. He didn't like him before.
That man.
I didn't like Randle either.
Julius Randle got State blocked, man. That says all you got to know. That man would not leave him alone. Is that my man? I'm coming on. Oh no, it's not State.
Yo, anybody know Ethan?
Who?
Anybody know somebody named Ethan? Ethan just showed up in the video chat.
No, we do now. What's up, Ethan?
Yeah, he was here before.
I saw Ethan down in the chats, but I never seen the face before. So
okay. I just didn't remember. So my bad. I wasn't trying to be disrespectful. I just want to make sure we protect. You know how it is.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm cool. I was here before.
Okay, what's good, bro? Boss.
No, I'm cool. Just kind of chat.
Yeah, hey, cool.
Yeah, that way we don't got another hot dog eating dude on here.
That's all I was.
That dude is still like weird for making multiple accounts too.
Yeah. Hey, so the thing is with Cade, I would legit package a bunch of stuff, and even part with a couple of young pieces for Cade Cunningham.
What names are these young pieces? That's the question right there.
They're gonna want Barrett.
I don't think
that's a no.
The thing is, I feel like if we trade for anyone, I don't think. Like I think Kev and Frank have value, but not as
not for a number one pick. What?
Yeah, and Frank can't be traded as it is.
Let me finish. I'm saying that IQ and Frank have value, but not as much as IQ and Obi. So you would have to pick one of them.
No. I'm not talking about IQ. I say you keep IQ. I was thinking about Mitch.
Oh, Mitch a goner in my eyes. I already been said this on the pod. I love Mitch. It ain't about not liking Mitch. He's just the most tradable young asset that actually holds value that we have, in my opinion.
Right. Yeah, that's what I mean.
So what does the package look like to you? So what picks and like include Mitch in that? All four this year, right?
Nobody's gonna want all four though. No one's gonna want all four picks from this year.
They could. It doesn't matter what year it's from. They could legit just trade it. They could trade it.
Yeah, they would, because then they could take those assets and deal the ones they don't want for more stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. They could trade. There's people that can just be full on busy in this trade.
I'm just saying we have more. They're gonna ask for other assets rather than four picks from just this year.
They're gonna want those 4 picks and other assets.
No, but you don't.
I think they would just want both.
Thing. I said this year's 4 picks, and then he said more picks. So let him finish his picks.
Yeah, well, I don't know what other picks would be attractive because the 2 second-round picks are not attractive. Yeah. One of them is. The other one is
it's like a throw.
Yeah, it's a protection. It's got it's a 31 through 55 protection.
No. The 31 to the 55 is the Heat's pick. We got 2 picks in that trade.
Yeah, this one's
one
from
of them
Philadelphia.
is guaranteed, and the other one is the protected. And if we don't get it, we get it next year.
And I think it's from Philadelphia.
So we could have 3 second-round picks this year then.
No.
It's more unlikely than not.
Okay, but the potential is there.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So I just need to clarify that. Okay.
Highly unlikely though, but yes.
All right. So I would be willing to part with a bunch of stuff for Cade because at some point it's like dating, bro. It's like when you out here, you dating and you know what I'm saying, you feel like you looking for somebody to be your girl forever. You gotta at some point you gotta go all in on the best person. You know what I'm saying? At some point, you can't just be like, well, she drives a Honda Civic. You know what I'm saying? I wanted her to drive a Honda Accord, but everything else is perfect. Man, come on, bro.
If we doing that, I'd rather trade up for Suggs, who, it won't be the price tag. I'm trading up for that number 1 overall pick.
Yeah, if you want to go after Suggs, you'll probably have to go to like 3.
Yeah, so I think Suggs is more of a Tom Thibodeau type point guard as it is.
He's a more prototypical type of point guard.
With that too, it's like we trade all that, and I don't think there's a way that Cade could be a bust. I think he's at least going to be average, but then if he doesn't turn out to be better than we think, we use all of that and the trade assets, like by our players, just to get like a little above average player.
Yeah, I don't think he's guaranteed for superstardom. I don't think he's guaranteed to be the next Luka. Who's doing? Yeah.
Yo, I think he is.
I respect it. A lot of people do. I don't know. Luka, that's a once in a generation.
It's a 50-50.
I think he is because we were legit hearing Cade Cunningham is a star since Cade was in 10th grade.
We have, but the real prize is Amani Bates. That's the real prize. Amani Bates is a real franchise. That boy's serious.
Oh yeah,
isn't Chet Holmgren in the next draft?
Yeah, Chet's in the next draft.
I've been really high on Amani. I've been watching it for a few years now.
Yeah, me too.
I see a lot of potential in him.
Well, Buzz, let me ask you what.
That's someone I would do what you're saying about that. That's someone I would really think about doing that.
But we have the assets to do. But Amani Bates is a power forward, right? Where you gonna play him at?
He's small forward, power forward.
He's like a kid, small forward, power forward.
Yeah, he's next.
I think once he fills into his man body, I think he's a power forward, bro.
He's like too skinny to be. It's like if he gets strength, yeah, but I think he's gonna be the type where he doesn't get too much weight because it would affect his game.
He has a Michael Porter Jr. type of body type, kind of.
He does. He's lankier. He's real KD like.
Yeah, but the thing with Amani is that ever since Amani's been in like 7th grade, he's always had such good composure on the court, which makes him so much better than everybody else.
Well, that's why people are saying he's uninterested in basketball because he's facing inferior opponents half the time.
What part of Cade Cunningham's game makes you guys think he's got a lot of bust potential?
I don't think he's a bust by any means.
No, I didn't say bust. I said that.
You say he's probably gonna be he could be an average player. I was just asking what part of his game makes you think that he could be.
I understand what you're saying. I don't think he's gonna. I think there's no way he could be a bust in my opinion. I think that he's gonna be above average at least.
Yeah, but he's asking what makes him that.
But yeah.
Did y'all see this?
No, go ahead.
Did y'all see this? All right. Shout out to Yo Elvis.
Oh yeah, facts.
I can't do the Elvis dance, right? Shout out to Yo Elvis for the $10 super chatter platter. Yo Elvis said, "Cade not coming here. We going to the finals." To the finals. Yo, Elvis, I appreciate it. We appreciate it. But bro, I love the optimism. I love the energy. Bro, if we make it to the finals, if we make it to the finals, I'm sleeping in the lucky hat. I'm trying to tell you, I will tell you that right now. If we make it to the finals, I am sleeping in the lucky hat, bro. Sleeping in it. Mark my words. I guarantee you. Don't know if we'll get there, but if we get there, that's what I'm doing.
And
Just saying.
And Zach, to answer that question, I think that he doesn't have, like, right now he's not that good of a defender. He's kind of slow too, and he is going into the rim, like, he's a good finisher, but it's kind of, he's not as well as going into the paint as you want him to be. Those are just like two things that could affect it.
Well, the thing is, with this modern NBA, defense isn't as stressed as it used to be. So you don't need to be a great player, a great defender to be a great player.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
He also has like a semi-slow shot too.
So does Luka. So does RJ. So a lot of people play slower, more crafty games, even at a young age.
Yeah, Cade is really creative off the dribble.
So if he's got craftiness, that doesn't, he's got a lot of potential. I like Cade.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's like one possibility. I think he's gonna be good. I don't think he's gonna be just a little above average.
That's what you're saying. I was just I heard a lot of people say like he's gonna be a bust or this, that, and the third. I just wanted to hear someone's take on like why, like in a basketball sense.
People are like, for the people that have too much hype, they're gonna be a bust. Trust me, he just has too much hype. That's what people do. They think it's like the cool thing to say when people say stuff like that.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I was getting at.
But I think all the top 5 picks are gonna be at least above average players to me. And I think in this draft the most potential for scoring though, I think is Jalen Green if he goes onto the right team.
That kid from Duke, what's his name, Freezy? Johnson.
Jalen Johnson. Yeah,
he's got a lot of scorer potential too.
Mm-hmm. And his defense is pretty good.
Yeah, it is his only thing is the potential is there. Let me rephrase it. The ability is there.
It's the heart.
But his experience is not there. Like, he didn't have enough time at Duke to learn how to do it.
Didn't he leave Duke early this year?
He left Duke early this year.
Yeah, I'm not.
To that same point, you got guys like Kyrie who played a whole 5 games in college.
11.
Yeah, Kyrie played like 8 games.
And they said the same stuff about him.
But
didn't Kyrie get hurt?
Their number 1 pick too, though, man.
Right. No, I'm just saying, like, you got guys that didn't have a whole lot of experience in school.
Yeah, like
right.
Wiseman
still ended up being all right.
2 games. Wiseman played 2 games and still won.
If he goes to the right situation, whatever team he goes to, right organization, I can see him being a stud.
You see, like on this mock draft
Would
here,
you trade those 2 picks? So Haduka Sharon, would you trade those 2 picks for James Wiseman?
Nope.
What do you mean no? You wouldn't trade that for Wiseman?
Nope.
It's
why?
I would trade. You would have to trade Mitch and 1 pick for Wiseman because that's kind of like the thing that we were thinking of doing last year. Because
I'm not trading nothing for a center in today's NBA.
Why would you not trade for a center?
Because you can find a center in any round. The best centers, two of the 3 best centers in the NBA were either a second rounder or a late first. Like Rudy Gobert was a 27th overall pick. Jokic was a second rounder. Like there's big men.
Number 1 pick.
Yeah,
I'm not the biggest fan of Cat.
1 pick with Embiid.
Yeah.
Joel Embiid was the number 3.
But you don't need that to get that type of player in the NBA. You can get a player with great upside at the center position anywhere, or you can go and pay $5 million a year for
Embiid. Don't grow off trees. I'm not sure where you're going at.
I don't know the way.
What hardware does Joel Embiid have yet?
What hardware does Rudy Gobert or Jokic have?
They're on their way though.
No, they're not.
Joel.
I agree with Frederick. That's all I want to say. Yeah.
So basically, what y'all saying is trade everything and whatever else you can get your hands off of Cade.
I didn't say that. I was just saying that I like him.
No, that's what he wants. That's what he wants.
No.
That's a good question. I would do that.
I'm telling you,
I would do the Wiseman one.
The Wiseman one, but you want to do the Cade one?
Yeah, he has so much potential, and I think the Warriors don't use him as good as they could be.
Right. I think
I can just say that historically, historically, when you have a great center will do more for your team than any other position in the game of basketball. Because a center can impact the game more on both sides of the ball than any other position.
What top center has a ring in the last decade?
Anthony Davis when he played center last year. For
He's a power forward, but all right.
No, he played center last year for the Lakers in the playoffs.
Dwight Howard and
Dwight Howard went off the bench.
He played.
Oh, wait a minute. You mean Dwight Howard, the pretty much future Hall of Famer, former #1 pick, Dwight Howard?
Yeah, who never won a ring in his prime. Who never won a ring in his prime. Who
About centers is flawed from hearing Steven Adams shoots threes. I can't take you seriously on center.
Hey, Hoodie Kev, you know JaVale McGee started over Dwight Howard, right?
He did.
But at the same time, when teams went small, especially in the finals, in the Western Conference Finals, they literally put Anthony Davis at center, and that's one of the big reasons why they still were successful.
And they benched JaVale McGee and put Dwight as the starter because they saw him doing better.
Yeah. But then when they went small, they put Anthony Davis at the 5. Anthony Davis is
they played small all
or interrupt me.
48
That's
minutes.
cool.
They played small all 48 minutes. Yes, that's what happened.
No, they only did that against Portland when Portland went primarily small.
No, I know, but that was his main point. That how they played small when Anthony Davis played primarily at the 4 throughout this whole final
Like
run.
I said, historically, a great center will do more for your team than any other position. And I'm not saying there's this historically great centers nowadays, but call me old-fashioned.
Well, so the thing is, so I'm trying to make a point for Cade, right? And you're making a point for Nerlens Noel. So if center has an impact, Nerlens Noel is getting us to the playoffs.
No, I'm just saying centers don't have an impact like that in today's NBA. You can go get a center for $5 million who makes a positive impact on your team. You can go get a Mitchell Robinson in the second round who makes a positive impact on your team. You can go get a Nikola Jokic in the second round who makes a positive impact on your team. You can go get a Rudy Gobert at number 27 overall who makes a positive impact on your team.
Why do you feel like because
I'm not trading up for anybody.
Because Jokic is drafted in the second round, like they just come all willy-nilly.
They don't grow on trees like Jokic or Embiid.
You're making it seem like because Jokic was drafted in the second round, like he's just
that Wiseman.
He's a run-of-the-mill player. Like,
how many Jokic drafted in the second round?
Wait a minute, didn't the Knicks find a center in the second round?
Yeah,
exactly.
I don't like
that. Did they find a Jokic in the second round?
Mitchell Robinson is good as Nikola Jokic.
No.
Is that what you're saying?
No. Where did I ever say this? So where are you going?
No, Uncle Freeze just said, did the Knicks just find a center in the second round?
Right.
Mitchell Robinson is in the same class.
Who would you prefer on defense, Jokic or Mitchell Robinson?
Let me tell you who I prefer in the game. Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic is who I prefer all around, period. Right. Not on which side of the ball. Give me Nikola Jokic. I don't care what you do on one side of the court.
You see what
Guess what? You draft one in the second round.
You see what Jokic did to Mitch?
Yep, he was number 41 overall, I believe.
Okay, there's sleepers in every draft. That's still ridiculous.
Sleepers.
If it was a redraft, he'd be the number 1 pick.
My point is, in today's NBA, you can find a center for low value.
You can't find a Jokic everywhere, an Embiid, a Towns. You cannot find those guys.
Yeah, and I'm not trading. The question was, am I trading 2 first-round picks for James Wiseman? And the answer is no.
Did Jokic win a championship last year?
We traded 2 first-round picks for Nikola Jokic.
Did Embiid win a championship?
Yeah, of course.
For Wiseman.
Jokic, yes.
Carl Anthony Towns.
Wait a minute, no, because Jokic just grows on trees.
Jokic is about to be MVP. Y'all know that, right?
He'll probably be Embiid. Will probably be MVP, but then there's 2 centers.
He missed too much time. For him to get it.
There's still 2 centers on the top for MVP.
It's a point guard-driven league, but all I meant was that you can't find centers just growing off trees that are that impactful like those guys. That's all I meant.
Nerlens Noel is making $5 million. He has the best defensive rating most defensive win shares in the NBA.
He's not as impactful as those guys previously mentioned.
That's all he really does. That's his main thing. It's defense.
That's absolutely fine. That's what we need on this team.
No, but
and Kev can attest to this. About a month ago, everybody was bitching we needed a center that could stretch the floor and could do things other than just block shots.
I was saying that.
Now it's okay to have just a center that just blocks shots.
People think there's only one way for a center.
We needed a center who can stretch the floor.
People think a center is the only way they can stretch a floor is by shooting, which is not true.
That's not true.
How can they stretch the floor? Other ways, buds. Come on. What other ways can they stretch the floor?
By setting good screens and running to the rim.
Really? Because Mitch does that and everybody backs off like 10 feet from him. That's not stretching the floor, Buds.
You are absolutely bugged out.
But I'm not bugged out. That's truth. You don't hold on. You don't space the floor when you have a center that's standing out there by himself with a defensive player 10 feet away from him, just letting him shoot. That's like saying Ben Simmons sets a screen and he spaces the floor. It's just not true.
Right, but that's not what he's saying though. What you can stretch the floor as a center without being able to shoot the three. Now, having the three in your bag is a plus.
Of course.
But being an offensive threat on the perimeter brings the man to you, to Zach's point, to Coach Zach's point. He like, if you're not an offensive threat at all, period,
like
and your man is sagging 10 to 12 feet away, then I understand Coach Zach's point because he's right. But what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is this. I agree with Bud some that if your player is a threat to do anything with the ball, your man has to defend you.
Which our centers are not.
How many times have we come on this show and be like, man, the other team's center just killed us?
Well, and then also, like, how many times, like, Mitch and Noel are not great screen setters. They literally slip the screens all the time. We have so many problems with their hands and how they set screens. So I'm not sure what we're talking about here when it comes to that.
We all know how much I want Karl Anthony Towns on this team.
I don't. But yeah,
I think Karl Anthony Towns is one of those table turning kind of players.
Then what's he
say whatever you want about his win-loss record in Minnesota, but the kid is a very special talent.
That he is, but he doesn't contribute to winning so far.
Right.
Julius Randle didn't contribute to winning. He got put in the right situation.
Notice I said so far, buddy.
Yeah, all I'm saying is everyone loves Julius and say he didn't contribute to winning till he got put in the right situation.
Yep.
So, Cade Cunningham. I'm willing to give up Mitch. I love Mitch. But in order to solve our point guard problem, I'm willing to give up Mitchell Robinson, all the picks in this year's draft, and another young player to move up to get Cade.
What young player is that other young player?
I don't know. I don't care.
RJ? To go to one, they're gonna want RJ.
No, not RJ. Because I wouldn't take RJ for Cade straight up.
Who's probably the most likely to get the number one pick right now? It's like
Minnesota, Houston,
Minnesota, Houston.
You see, the thing about it is that it's so close that I really don't know. But it's either Houston or Minnesota, most likely.
It's Minnesota, Houston, Detroit, 1, 2, 3.
And if you look at the rest,
who's at the bottom of the barrel?
Really similar.
It's Minnesota. You know the NBA. You know how the NBA is. So Minnesota has some political stuff going on in Minnesota right now. Yeah, so they're gonna give them the number one pick. It happened last summer too.
That or Cleveland.
I don't think they would. I don't think
Houston would get it.
Minnesota the number one.
Houston's gonna get it for sure.
I think they just might get it just because they lost Harden.
Cleveland gets Houston. Don't sleep on Orlando because Orlando has his hat. They're going to get number one picks like every so often. I don't know how that happens.
If the Cleveland Cavaliers get the number one pick in the draft, you can best believe that somebody that Congress is going to file a grievance towards them, right? Because Cleveland legit can't get the number one pick every year in order to save their franchise. If they financially can't afford to stay in Cleveland and you got to give them number one picks every other year, move them to Seattle. What are we doing?
Seattle or Vegas.
Right. Why are we giving a number one pick to Cleveland and New Orleans and Minnesota? Because they financially can't stay. They can't afford to be in their city. Move them to Kansas City or Seattle that's thirsty for a team.
I think Houston.
Seattle first. They deserve it.
Yeah, Seattle.
Kansas City deserve it. Seattle don't deserve nothing.
What?
Seattle don't deserve nothing.
Wow.
Seattle don't deserve nothing, bro.
I kind of agree with that.
Wow. You know what? Kansas City has a rabid fan base that supports their teams, right?
So does Seattle.
Seattle wouldn't build their team a stadium, bro.
That's not on that fan base though.
But that is on the fan base's fault. That is on the fan base. They chose to build. They were like, "Yo, it's either going to be the Mariners or the Sonics that's going to get a new joint." I'm sorry, not the Mariners, but it's going to be the Seahawks or the Sonics to get a new joint. And they chose to build the joint for the Seahawks.
What does that
who were doing diddly poo at doing diddly poo at the time. Seattle wasn't even good. The Seahawks weren't even good, and they built them an outdoor stadium.
What do you mean?
Right?
They had a vote in the city of Seattle?
Yes.
That's how that works.
Yes.
I didn't know if it was like an actual vote or like some like little committee voted on it.
Because their intra-city taxes will go up to fund the stadium.
Because you got to remember, a couple years earlier, they just built Safeco Field for the Mariners.
For the Mariners, yep.
They like maybe 5-6 years before they just built Safeco.
And they voted on that. And the only reason why it passed is because the Mariners legit beat the Yankees in the playoffs, and they had momentum going into the vote. Y'all remember the King Griffey?
Because they won in 2001.
I was mad young. I didn't pay attention to politics like that.
And so the reason why they won that vote, and it still took them 6 years to agree on a stadium to build. You know what I'm saying? That now that they were getting the money, they didn't even agree on what they were like. Yo, we want to cut corners, but we want to be architecturally ahead of the curve and all this mess. And it took them like 6-7 years to open the stadium, or 6 years to open the stadium. And by that time, King Griffey was gone, A-Rod was gone, Randy Johnson was gone, Tino Martinez was gone. And so the dudes that actually were there to build the stadium were actually gone and on other teams. So
Edgar Martinez was old as dirt.
Yeah, and so y'all asking me to show some love for Seattle when all they had to do was build the Sonics a stadium? Bro, they had a rookie Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant would legit still be in Seattle, Washington if they would have built a stadium, right? They chose not to, right? So y'all asking me like move Cleveland to Seattle? No, I ain't moving. No, I ain't co-signing for that. If they were in Kansas City, did y'all see how many people turned out for the Chiefs Super Bowl celebration?
Yeah, Vegas probably gets a team before that.
Bro, did y'all see how many people turned out for the Royals World Series celebration?
True.
Kansas City wins championships, bro.
True.
And you asking me to pass up Kansas City to move them to Seattle where they don't even care if they play in a new stadium or not?
That's moving the team, but we're also talking about an expansion in Seattle too.
They would still be the Sonics because Seattle owns the name.
I'm saying well, either way you slice it, Kansas City and Seattle could have a team, whichever you want to argue first, because they were talking about expansion teams coming.
Right. I would say I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would say these teams like New Orleans. I know New Orleans loves their team. I know their fan base of 17 people are absolutely rabid fans, right? But they can't afford to be there, bro. You need to move them out of New Orleans and put them in Kansas City or Seattle. And then that way, when it comes to this number one pick, it won't look so obvious that you're trying to save a franchise. I mean, legit, when LeBron James left, the Cleveland Cavaliers got the number one pick 3 out of 4 years. Really? What was that about? Is that not about saving the Rust Belt in a time where people in Ohio was losing jobs and LeBron James left too? Did that not look abundantly clear? Like you're trying to save a franchise in Cleveland? Move them, bro.
Yeah, they got Kyrie, Andrew Wiggins,
Anthony Bennett,
Anthony Bennett. Yep.
They got so many first round picks. They legit didn't even know what to do with the Anthony Bennett trade. They could have had Bradley Beal, right? But they were like, we got so many number one picks. We don't even know what to do. Let's take a gamble on Anthony Bennett.
It's a great idea at the time.
Yeah,
right.
Just like
those
stupid bow ties was
And Bennett came out hot in the summer league as well.
Yo.
Crazy. Salute to Tone Whoop for the $2 super chatter platter. Tone Whoop said, salute to all the bros in the panel. Hashtag
on the way
game. Up. 6 game. You know, I see it. 6 game on the way up. We all the way up. Nothing can stop us. We all the way up. Let's go, bro. I'm with you. I'm with you.
I don't know why this is, but it's a really funny story from my childhood.
Oh, all right, let me. Hey, Kev.
Does it involve Tony Stark
or Kevin Knox?
Why would I know Kevin Knox in my childhood?
Well, he's your son.
Is this why you're traumatized?
Definitely.
Hey, so should we introduce the ISO Cam to the Knicks at Night podcast?
It's really quick. And we talking about expansion.
Should we introduce the ISO cam to the Knicks at Night podcast?
Give him the big screen, Freezy.
Really fine with it.
Let's do it.
Oh, the ISO cam.
It's Hoodie Cam in the building.
It has turned into Knox. It's Knox at night.
So when I was a kid, I lived in this place called Wilmington, North Carolina. So in '95, I was like 9. That was 9, 8 or 9. And so that's when the NFL got the Charlotte Panthers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. They came at the same time. So living in North Carolina, I knew Charlotte was right there. But if you go a little bit north of Wilmington, there's a place called Jacksonville, North Carolina.
Yep.
So as a kid, I was like, why is Jacksonville getting a football team? They're not even that big. Why is North Carolina getting 2 football teams anyways? Not even knowing that, the kid there was Jacksonville, Florida. That's where they're going.
Yeah, I dated a girl from Jacksonville, North Carolina.
Was she in the military?
No, she was fine, though.
My sister lived there.
I don't know why I thought when the expansion team, as a kid, I thought the Jacksonville Jaguars were going to be in Jacksonville, North Carolina. Why? I don't know. I was 8. But that's my little story.
Yeah, I didn't know Jacksonville, North Carolina.
What in the world was it? That was a crazy what in the world?
They're talking about expansion, and it just popped into my mind as a kid. Like, why would I think that the Jacksonville Jags are playing in Jacksonville, North Carolina?
You took the big screen to tell us that?
You could have just said when you were younger you thought that was Jacksonville.
I literally just said I didn't need the screen for this.
So D Wade is part owner of the Utah Jazz.
Yeah,
wow.
I saw that earlier.
He's gonna take that team away from that racist ass fan base.
Hey, and you know what? I think Cade Cunningham will win us championships.
Cade Cunningham's gonna be playing in Houston next year, so.
Cade Cunningham, the backcourt of Cade Cunningham. Think about this: Cade Cunningham, R.J. Barrett, Kevin Knox, Julius Randle.
You just ruined it for me, man.
Freezy, let me ask you a question. If you think Cade Cunningham is as good, and I don't know this kid at all, right? If Cade Cunningham is as good in the generation as you think he is, right? Why would a team get rid of him for 2 picks that'll probably be 18 and beyond, and one of Emmanuel Quickly or Mr. Robinson or whoever? Like, why would anyone do that?
Oh, there's more picks involved for sure.
Right, but here's the answer to your question. Front offices are stupid.
And as we've seen with Houston, they damn sure are.
I don't know
how can a team have so many number 1 picks on their roster and not even make the playoffs? Minnesota.
There's a difference between drafting bad and not drafting at all. I cannot remember a time where a team has had the number 1 overall pick in any sport almost and traded down to the late teens, 20s.
Yeah, that doesn't happen.
For less than a king's ransom.
I don't know why. I'm feeling a blockbuster trade happening. I feel like some team is going to give all in.
Yep.
No, my joints messed up. I didn't hear you, Hadouken.
Some unexpected team is going to take on that. One of the top 5 picks.
I'm telling you that a team will do it because the offers the offers for these picks, you got to blow a team away. But you know what? Maybe we made the offer that blows the team away.
And what is your offer again?
I'm not making the offer. I'm not Leon Rose. Hey, Leslie V, what's good?
I'm saying, what would if Uncle Freezy is running Knicks and you wanted Cade Cunningham, what would Uncle Freezy's offer be?
Whatever they want, except for R.J. Barrett, Emmanuel Quickly. Like, I would legit put Obi and Mitch in that deal and all the draft picks this year.
What about Randall?
Yeah, what was Randall?
No. Randall's off limits. You need Randall and Cade together.
You put Obi in the deal, and we haven't even.
Yes,
we haven't even got to see. We haven't even got to see. But we haven't even got to see his full potential.
But
what do you mean?
That is what entices the team that we trade with. They don't know what they're getting yet.
I'd rather trade for a known commodity than an unknown commodity, and that's why I want Karl Anthony Towns and or De'Aaron Fox.
So you want perennial losers?
Yep.
To come here and disrupt the chemistry.
Cade Cunningham's a loser in college. He didn't do anything for Oklahoma State, really.
But he's a blank slate, though, bro. He's a blank slate.
But I mean, if you're not even winning at school,
that's a different story when you get to the
Pause.
NBA.
Pause. Who's playing with it? Pause.
Pause. Yeah, my fault. Pause. Someone's like, hold on. This is a whole statement to pause. Someone's diddling with their mic though, like that. There we go.
Now, is that Hadouken?
Yeah. What's that?
Yeah, that was.
I mean, you can say that they're perennial losers or whatever.
Is it good now?
Whatever. But most players who are disgruntled, 9 times out of 10 have come from losing situations.
Oh, disgruntled. That's not you. You see, our team is not disgruntled. Our team is. We're happy.
I didn't say our team. I said most players. I mean, other than like James Harden. Well, I mean, I don't know what Houston would have been had they kept James Harden. Usually, because here's the thing: happy players in winning situations don't want out. Other than like Kawhi Leonard, he's weird. But usually 9 times out of 10, if you're in a winning situation, you're not going to want out, right? So every player who's disgruntled is from a losing situation.
No,
Kevin
but
Durant
we've
was also
seen him
disgruntled from
leave.
winning.
We've seen Kawhi leave a winning situation.
I literally
Twice, but he
just
just said that.
Literally just pointed out Kawhi Leonard.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying.
So
I mean, LeBron James,
Okay.
Kevin Durant,
Kevin
left the
Durant,
Warriors.
James Harden.
But still, those guys don't. That's not. Everybody. You got Dame Lillard, who's in sort of a winning situation. He's loyal and happy. You got DeMar DeRozan never wanted to leave the Raptors. There's a lot of, to Kev's point, there's a lot of guys that are content with a winning organization.
As long as you see him postseason every year, that's winning for a lot of guys. As long as LeBron James is in the league, stuff like
Well,
that.
I feel like if you're De'Aaron Fox and you're unhappy because you don't like losing.
If that was true, you don't sign a max contract.
No, you take the money. Ain't nobody turning down the money.
I don't know. I'm not even big on De'Aaron Fox. I don't think he deserves a max contract. So
a guy who's averaging 25 and 7.
I don't care what he averages on a bottom squad. You could stat pad all you want until you win. I don't care.
25 and 7 on the fastest pace in the league.
You're right, Freezy. You got that Rona.
I heard Uncle Freezy say there's no such thing as stat padding.
Yeah, I don't believe in. I don't believe.
But you said Lillard's a compiler.
Yeah, there's a difference.
How?
What do you mean how?
Wait, but there is a such thing as stat pad.
Pile up stats, or you pad your stats. Same thing.
No, there's a difference. What are you talking about? That was the. I ain't never heard you say something so whack since we've been talking.
What do you mean?
What you just said was crazy talk.
Oh.
You said stat padding and compiling are the same thing. Are you serious?
As long as you're losing the process, it is.
The difference was.
Can you just clarify?
I'm asking you what the difference is.
No, I'm asking you to clarify why you object.
I was just you said about stat. I said why? Because you said other players like Dame Lillard are stat compilers. So how can you say stat? What's the difference for you to say stat padding's not true? What's the difference between that and that? I was just asking a question.
Right. No. Okay. So I'll use an example. Right. So you can either have Derek Jeter or you can have Craig Biggio. Right. Who would you rather have?
Derek Jeter.
Because their numbers are similar. Right. Their numbers are similar. Right. So
okay.
Who would you rather have?
Derek Jeter.
Of course.
All right.
Because one guy is a compiler and the other guy is a winner, even though their numbers look similar. Like would I legit trade Craig Biggio for Derek Jeter? Man, no. You know what I'm saying? But the numbers look similar. So like we say, well, a compiler is just as good as somebody who does this in meaningful situations. No, it's not the same. The pressures are different. You know, the impact is different. Like when Derek Jeter goes 1 for 3 in a playoff game, is not the same as Craig Biggio going 1 for 3 on a random Sunday afternoon game against Cincinnati. It's not the same. I mean, bro, one dude has an impact, right? It's the reason why the Dame Lillard Steph Curry comparison is whack, because one dude puts up numbers and it doesn't get him anywhere, and the other dude puts up better numbers and has championships and league MVPs to show for it. I mean, what are we talking about? I mean, I don't get it.
Stat patters compile stats and get nowhere too, is what I'm saying.
No, but okay. So what is a stat pattern?
A guy who just looks for his numbers and does nothing for winning.
So you're saying he's a compiler? To me, a stat pattern is this, right? You're 1 assist shy from a triple double. You're a random. Y'all remember the Anthony Goldwire game from the Orlando Magic? No, y'all don't. I know y'all don't.
I ain't gonna pretend like I do.
But the Orlando Magic legit called a timeout, right? The other team was walking off the floor because they knew what they were doing. Penny Hardaway stood at the other basket, right? Anthony Goldwire threw him a full-length pass down the court, and Penny Hardaway hit a meaningless chippy in a blowout win, right? Anthony Goldwire gets a triple-double.
Okay, that's a form of stat padding, but also let me see how many. I'm at 30 points. Let me get to 40, or things like that. Yeah. Okay.
Right. So it's the same thing with Carmelo Anthony and Bernard King. Like, people legit love Bernard King, right? Because they look back at the numbers in a box score and they say, "Oh, Bernard King should have his number retired." No, he shouldn't. Bernard King was the guy that Coach Z is talking about. Man, we losing by 17. Bernard King won't pass the ball. He taking all the shots. He finished with 37. And you look at the box score and you're like, oh my goodness, Bernard King was 13 for 30 and he scored 37 points.
That's a stat pattern too, though. Whoever just cares about getting their points, just running their points up.
He's a compiler, right? That's what I'm saying. But you're asking the difference between a stat pattern and a compiler. And to me, a compiler does this, right? A compiler is in a situation where there are runners on first and second and 1 out, right? And you need to hit the ball the other way to advance your runners to second and third, right? With less than 2 outs, right? So you get the pitch on the outside corner, but you take that, you reach for that pitch and you hook it into left field. Now the bases are loaded, right? So you like, what did he just do right there, right? Or give the classic example. Me and Hoodie Cav use. The Chicago Cubs are up by 7 runs in the 8th inning. Sammy Sosa comes up in the rain with the bases loaded, right? And you like, well, all my man got to do is hit a sacrifice fly right here and get a runner in, and hopefully the runner can tag up from second and third. But Sammy Sosa hits the ball 450 feet to center field, right, for a grand slam. The Cubs win by 11, right? The next day, the Cubs are down by 1 with a runner on third, right? All they need is for Sammy Sosa to put the ball in play, but he ground out the third and in the inning, right?
Yep, not a winning player. I get what you're saying.
Right. But at the end of the season, when you look at his numbers, Sammy Sosa hit 66 home runs and had 160 RBIs, right? And you're like, oh my God, he should have been MVP. Bro, really? We watched Sammy Sosa all year in blowout wins, hit grand slams or whatever, and meaningless opportunities, and then we say he should be MVP. I don't get it. I don't get that at all. So I said all of that to say this. Trade everything you got for Cade Cunningham, and we'll win championships.
Immediately. First year.
Immediately.
Well,
Kev, Hoodie Kev, I'm going to tell you this. Not only will Cade Cunningham be your favorite player right after the Summer League, I believe you'll get Cade Cunningham's image tattooed on your arm. I believe
favorite over Knox.
Right. I believe I believe if we get Cade Cunningham, number one, Hoodie Kev will push Kevin Knox down to hug Cade Cunningham.
His first take after he plays will be like, "We need to trade Kevin Knox to get Cade Cunningham more help."
Right.
I don't believe that. You could not sign me up for that. You cannot sign me up for that.
For what?
I said that I am all in. Like I said, I saw De'Aaron Fox last night. He wants out. He just wants out.
No, we good. Hey, we good, bro.
You're kind of low.
Yeah, it's staticky for some reason. I don't know.
Hey, why don't you just jump out and come back in?
All right, bet.
Hey, Hoodie Kev, I'm here to tell you if we trade up for Cade Cunningham, you will watch him for 20 games, right? And go to the Knicks game and rip number 20 off of Knox's back to give it to Cade Cunningham to wipe his sweat. Bro, I'm telling you.
I don't believe that.
Bro, I'm telling you.
So you don't believe he's going to be better than Knox City?
No, not only.
I'm not saying he's not going to be better than Knox. What I'm saying is I don't believe that Kev is going to rip the 20 off of the jersey. Like, no, I don't believe that. I don't
Uncle
believe
Freezy,
that.
I put a link
That's
in.
Kev's
I
guy.
want you to read that article.
You want to read the whole article?
I mean, you're not going to be it right now. I mean, you can copy it and paste it for later on.
Oh, okay.
But read that article.
I see it.
Yeah, he did good.
I see it.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
Bro, this is the classic mid-season. There's nothing else to talk about. Let's make up rumors scenario.
Yeah, we just won. We're just won our 5th game in a row. And we're talking about trading for De'Aaron Fox or up for Cade Cunningham.
Right.
What about the playoff push we on?
Hey, man.
Put me in, coach. I've been saying it all night. We on a 5-game jump off.
Right.
Yep.
I would be happy in the world. I really would be. I just want to see the Mets play baseball. But tomorrow there'll be a hurricane in Colorado.
Yeah, they can stay getting canceled.
And we're not going to be able to play tomorrow either. It's like, there's never been a hurricane in Colorado, but there's one today. And the Mets have been postponed again. It's like, what?
Right.
What is happening?
Hey, man, how about this? Brandon Nimmo is in the top 5 of MVP voting. MVP forecast.
He's only had 4 at-bats all season. So
come on, Kev, really?
I don't know.
4 at-bats, man. Come on.
He's only had like 4 at-bats.
Get out of here. Man, anyway, I gotta run, man. I'm sick. Y'all want if y'all want to stay on, if y'all stay on, man, that's cool.
Oh no, I'm about to get off myself. Did you get that
the link?
No, well that too. I sent you earlier the manager was joking. They was like, 'cause I guess MLB has like these new rules where it's only like when you play double headers, it's 7 innings, right?
Right.
And so he was joking. He was like, yeah, Jacob deGrom's got an extra day of rest and it's only 7 innings. He might pitch both games. I was like, well, go for it.
Go for it.
What's 14
innings? If he pitches, they won't score.
Right.
He probably won't.
So why would you pitch 14 innings? What? One run?
Right.
It is.
And he'll have to drive the run in. Remember the last game? Yeah. The last game he had to drive his own run.
I had that meme. Cologne that shit just to get no runs for himself.
I had that Thanos meme. So I'll just do it myself.
Right. Right.
Hey, Freezy, before we bounce out of here, let me ask you a question real quick. Do I keep the good luck joint on, my chat family, or do I put it away? I just wanted to ask y'all. I just wanted to see what y'all had to say about the good luck hat. So, with that being said, real quick, just let me know. Keep it on or take it off.
A Giants hat's a good luck hat?
It is. The last 2 times, well, I would say the last 3 times that I worn it, 3-game win streak, 3-game win streak, 3-game win streak. I put it on, right? We lost, but now we hit that 5 building when I threw it back on.
Right.
So yeah, let's go.
Say if you're gonna,
and it's all facts. You can rewind the tape and check. It's all facts.
If you're gonna engage the chat, man, I'm gonna do a hard out at 3:45, but I gotta get out of here, man. My nose is killing me.
Yeah, I'm out of here too.
And look, Chris Chang already said keep it on.
If you read the article, get back with me tomorrow and let me know your opinion. But I'm out myself. I'm gonna drink one more last cup of tea. I'm gonna have to
make sure you get that honey later.
And I'm gonna holler at y'all tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm out too. I just rolled up.
For sure.
Later, y'all. Have a good night.
Peace, Buzz. Yeah, I'm about to drop and bounce soon, man. Salute to you guys. Salute to the chat. Salute to everybody. You know, shout out to everybody that's watching. Shout out to Coach Z, still in the building. Hadouken. You already know, Big Freezy. Shout out to you. Thank you for having me on. Thank you for having us on. You know what I'm saying?
All right, y'all. Well, I'm gonna hit the outro then.
I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my...
Yo, you want to hang out for a little bit more, City? City, you want to hang out?
Yo, what's good? I'm good. I'm good. I was just throwing out some rats. But I'm good. I can hang out.
Okay.
I can hang out. Y'all know, y'all know I got well, y'all probably don't know, but y'all know I got snakes and stuff like that I gotta feed or whatever. But, you know, I'm good. I'm good. I'm chilling. We good.
Hey, I'm gonna get out of here, man. I'm too through right now. I'm gonna try to save it so I can do the next morning drive in the morning at 8:45. And then jump back on tonight for the Knicks at Night podcast, so we can be done jumping for both.
Don't forget the Z and Freezy podcast tomorrow.
The Free and Z joint tomorrow. I got to come invade at 12 o'clock.
So. What time y'all? 1:30.